Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Mortals and Portals crew. Sorry, yeah, this is our first time streaming. We gotta like figure this out in real time.
Just have to be super awkward and cringy.
I'm good to go. Yeah. That's definitely how you want to start things off. Yeah.
That's as good as like planning it can go, maybe.
Hey, wait. So when I said I can't hear, like, did they hear that part?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, see, because I forget we're watching on YouTube too, and then talking on the Discord, and then so there's a 5-second delay on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
there
like,
is.
I don't hear anything. So that's yeah, we're total amateurs here. We're figuring it out.
Yeah, I was listening to like see where we were at on the thing, and I just hear Zach go, "Are we live?" over like our
Joel
standard.
is like already popping his head because Joel is running it on the like live version, so Joel can like hear the song, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I like unmuted. I'm like, I don't hear anything, dude.
I couldn't hear anything.
Once again, Ryan killing it with the music, man.
That was
That's
great.
awesome.
Well done, dude.
Adam, thank you, Adam, for the sweet overlay. Look at those like
Look at that.
D&D dice ornaments. Those look great. Really, really cool.
Thank you.
And just right off the bat, I gotta say, I'm so pumped that there's like actually people here. I didn't know if it would just be like 5 people in attendance, and it's all of our YouTube accounts, like just watching ourselves stream 5 seconds from the future or past, however that works. But yeah, just dudes being guys. Thank you, Blonde Swanson. Ayo, it's the boys. I see I'm already getting doxxed in the chat. That's perfect.
As is tradition.
Coming to you live.
Oh, Blonde Swanson's right. He called us out. They're Pathfinder dice, not D&D dice.
Wow.
That's right. Sorry.
Yikes.
Should we restart?
Big yikes.
Should we go back and yeah.
Someone set a fire in my house.
Okay, stream starts at 1:30 now. Just give us.
Yeah, we're already canceled.
Also,
This is
if
not a new
there's
link, don't worry.
What have we done?
if there's people that like are here and haven't put something in the chat, you should, because I'm making a running list of everyone that's here for our like wheel spinny thing for people to win prizes, and I can't be bothered to click on participants and just see who's
Unless
here.
you don't like winning stuff.
Read a
Then...
comment that
If you don't wanna
after
win,
15
don't
years
bother.
it finally happened.
Can I put my name in there? Can I win some stuff?
Adam, you can't win anything, dude. No,
Dang it.
No way.
Can I just say real quick that Ryan's beard looks fantastic.
Doesn't it?
That's
Thank you.
gorgeous right
He's
It's
now.
the
gonna be
gift that keeps
Santa.
on giving.
I did a little
Yeah.
trimming today. I knew I was going to be on camera.
Man,
It was great, dude. Just
The
really,
camera
your
adds
whole
10
screen
pounds.
is a delight to look at
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I
I'm just
went
gonna
all
clear
out.
Going
yours.
on.
Do you guys
The
see my
fire behind
figures
you.
back there?
No, I see him.
I do. They're great.
With
Is
all
everyone
the Santa
impressed?
I see. Goku.
Check it out on the Instagram if you didn't see it.
Yeah, give us a
Yeah,
little
no,
tour.
it's too small.
Back there.
Yeah, I need
So-
bigger figures.
Too small.
Audio's all good. We all sound good. I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah, let us know if anybody.
yeah. Let
needs
us know
to
if we
shut
sound
up.
quiet or.
At Ryan, everyone's volume is a lot lower than yours.
Does Z3DT says Taryn doesn't have the face I thought he'd have, which hold on, that reminds me, he's a patron, and he was in a live stream we were doing, and I joined him with Joel, and the very first thing he said, he was in mid-sentence when I joined, and he goes, Zach does not look like how he thought he would, and then he just kept talking, and I did not know how to feel about that. I'm like, wait, am I ugly, bro? Like, you gotta let me know?
What
He's
does
just
that
like,
mean?
dead stop, like, wait a minute, this guy does not look how I thought he would. But yeah.
Hey, my sister's here too. Hi, Nikki.
Oh, it's 'cause
Hey,
I'm a little
Ryan. Hey,
quiet.
Nikki.
Oh, just
What's
straight
up?
up
I'm a little
doxing it right out the gate. Nice.
Yeah,
Drink
Nikki
it up.
also lives in Bluegrass too.
Everyone be nice to Ryan's sister.
We all live
Thanks
in the
for
same
being here,
house.
Nikki.
Don't
Hold on.
bully her. She's been through enough in high school.
Making sure.
From you?
Yeah, mostly.
All right, I made some adjustments to my
Oh
mic, so
God,
let me
you
know if I'm
sound
a little bit louder.
awful. You
Well, you're
sound so
certainly
That was-
louder, I'll tell you that.
Louder in our
Am I-
ears, that's for sure.
Too
Turn
loud?
it down a couple.
Maybe, yeah, I would.
All right, I got Joel is a little quiet. Zach, you are a little
I
quiet.
turned myself
Zach,
up a
you
little
fixed
bit,
it.
so hopefully.
Okay.
Am I good?
What about now?
Nikki said, what's H with a whole bunch of I's? Are those lowercase L's?
Hi.
Oh.
I think it's whole.
I'm sure she's probably
Levels.
doing this too.
Zach, it's too loud. All right, let me fix this.
We always tell him that, Michael.
Oh, hey,
always
my
too
coworker's here too. Thanks, Ingrid.
Hey. Hey, Ryan's coworker.
There you go. I adjusted it again.
All right.
How about that?
Ingrid, you might win a shirt
That's better, I think.
or a
Pretty
hat.
good.
We'll
maybe.
try that.
All right.
We'll see if that's
Yeah, that's
better.
not too bad.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah, just how people are in here. So, in the description of this video, we have a couple things. We have the agenda, but above the agenda, we have a link to where you're going to go if you want to participate in the trivia, and if you win the trivia, you get a prize. So you can go to that URL, and then the access code is right beneath that. We're not starting it yet or anything, but if you want to get in there just to get ready for that, because we're going to be doing that in about 10 or 15 minutes. We just want to make sure we give people time to get in here. So our agenda today is for the next 20 minutes, we're just hanging out, letting people trickle in. You can ask us questions if you want. We'll be reading, reacting to the chat, just talking to each other. And then in 20 minutes, we'll be doing the trivia, and that'll take about 15 minutes. Winner gets a prize. And then after that, we're going to just do some community appreciation and just talk about all the awesome ways that you guys have helped us and encouraged us. And then we're going to randomly select a winner for to have Adam draw one of your D&D, Pathfinder, whatever character you want. Like you guys can exchange emails or whatever, and he'll get with you and figure out what you want your character to look like, and he's going to draw it up. And then at
Excited.
An hour from now, we'll be doing a gift exchange. We all pick someone in the group to get a gift for, and we're just going to open each other's gifts and react to it or whatever. And then at the end of that, we're going to, again, randomly pick someone to receive a surprise gift. And then in an hour and a half, we'll do a special announcement. And then from there to the end of the stream, we're just going to hang out and do more Q&As. So if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the chat right now. Otherwise, we're just going to sit here and kill time, and you can just see how off topic we get and how stuff that Joel has to cut from our episodes where we're just like totally not on task. And that's basically what we're doing right now.
I hope we have a noise gate on for my lip smacks.
No cutting out Ryan's lip smacks.
Reverse gate. It's just all lip smacks.
Every time before I talk, I'm gonna raise my mouth.
Well,
perfect.
Joel did start like anytime he cut out a lip smack, he was like building a long track of just like all the sounds, and he made like a minute-long track of us just coughing and lip smacking.
Disgusting.
It was the forbidden soundtrack.
It's pretty gross.
That's a Patreon exclusive.
You send to someone
if that doesn't get you to
what
join the Patreon, then I don't know what will.
Yeah, you can hear that if you join the Patreon for sure. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Hey chat, how's Zach's volume? So now he's talked a little bit more. It's still a little loud.
Oh, hey Zach, you got a question in the chat too.
I do. I'm just waiting to hear how my audio levels are.
Okay.
Well, we got a wolf reference already.
Wolf.
Okay. Unless anyone says I'm too loud or too quiet, I'll just answer the first question I see. Well, we will. Any mechanical advice for a DM going from 5e to 2e? Definitely. So what we did is we just jumped in like right away. We were gonna do this whole podcast with 5e, and then that old GL stuff hit, and just kind of got us to look into other systems. But we were like geared up and ready to go story wise with running with 5e, like characters made. We already knew how the story was going to start and everything, so we switched super fast because we were like fired up and ready to get the podcast going. So my advice is twofold. One, don't be afraid to just like jump in and like get some rules wrong. Not that we've ever gotten any rules wrong, I don't think, right guys? We're like 100% right on rules all the time. Yeah, don't be afraid to get rules wrong if you got a group that like understands you might get them wrong, because I mean, you're just there to have fun and everyone's kind of learning it as they go. But at the same time, I would recommend taking some time to watch some videos, like read just on Archives of Nethys and stuff, and make sure you understand the key differences, because a big difference that like we noticed is just like the scaling balance of like enemies and stuff like that. Because in D&D, like ACs, no matter how formidable they are, they usually hover around like the low 20s if they're like super powerful. But in Pathfinder, it like creeps way beyond 20. So if people are fighting things like outside of their level, like Digsby's crew with the Drakes, they're gonna have a tough time hitting those. And like we're totally cool with everything we've done through this like arc and everything, but we've learned a lot. And I think going back, one thing I would have done is maybe like homebrewed the Drakes a bit to make them a little more easier to hit and things like that. So yeah, just be mindful that the constant power scaling and things getting more powerful and difficult to fight. But also just jump in, man. Give it a shot. Don't be scared that like there's more rules and things like that, and don't let that deter you from jumping in. Do you guys have any comment on that?
Just
too?
fun hanging with the boys. So yeah, jump
I have
in.
no-
Yeah, just hang with the
And gals.
boys. Roll some
The boys
dice.
and the gals.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no experience DMing Pathfinder, but I don't know. So I guess I can't speak to that really.
Yeah.
Well, some of
Yeah.
what we've done has been by committee. Like if we encounter
Fair
a rules
enough.
question, we're like, hey guys, like we're all like Googling on Archives of Nethys like in real time trying to figure stuff out. Because for a while we didn't know what we didn't know. And I think we, by the time, because we had 6 episodes recorded completely before we released even episode 1. And I think it was around episode 5 and 6 we got like a lot of like feedback on some stuff we were like completely botching. And that's why you got that announcement at the start of episode 6, like, hey, like we know now kind of thing. And we're gonna be a little more diligent. But at the end of the day, it didn't affect our fun, and like we still had a blast. So if you're not making a podcast and no one else is gonna know but you and your group, just just figure it out as you go. It's all right, no big deal.
Absolutely.
These comments make me laugh.
Okay, next
Yeah,
question
Marvin,
here.
comments.
This is another funny one.
Z3DT asked, everyone but Zach, would you rather fight 10 Zach-sized woofs or 1 woof-sized Zach?
One wolf
Little
size
known
Zach
fact,
for sure.
Zach is a very tiny person. He looks big. He looks like average size here, but he's about 2.5 feet tall.
Oh,
And he
The
lives
camera's,
inside
like,
one of those
right up there, too.
playhouses. So
Mhm.
I would definitely take a Zach-sized woof and just punt them like little footballs.
sure.
Uh,
I'm with
Punting
you.
wolves.
haven't we
No, not
determined
wolves,
that
wolves.
wolves are pacifists as
Wolves.
well? So wouldn't taking a wolf be pretty easy?
Quick comment on the wolves thing. Well, not the mispronunciation of wolves. That
Well, you
episode.
just say
Hold on.
just say wolves right now. I want to hear you say it.
Well, now I know it's wolves. You gotta like really get it in there. But I like to say wolves. Wolves.
It's like when Benedict Cumberbatch was like saying penguins or something.
Penguins?
Penguin,
right.
penguins.
Penguins. Yeah.
That's
But I do
great.
want to say something about that
Penguins and
episode that has bothered me like ever since we made it. Taryn edited the episode, sent me the effects, and then I was like, it's something I always am mindful of is like when you're fighting like an NPC that I can't really role play, to have Taryn add in like Drake growls or something that lets you know like there is a creature there that I'm not gonna be making sounds for. And he edited that episode, and I was like, "Can you put in some like whimpers when he like stabs
Oh
like the
my
wolf
gosh.
and stuff like that?" And then he was like, "Sure," and he did it. And then I was just like going about my day, and then you guys all listened to it, and it was like live by then. And you're like, "Man, these are making me sad. Like I feel like I'm
Right.
attacking a dog," and I felt awful after that. So thank you for anyone that stuck with us and powered through that episode and was like, "Man, why do they put in like little whimpers when they're
It
attacking?"
was
these
so
wolves?"
sad.
Yeah, it's so sad. All right, I want to
It
answer
was
another
ever.
question here because we don't. Let's see. Everyone sounds good. Hey Zach, how much time do you spend planning a session? Yeah, I mean it definitely depends. Sometimes I'm like ahead of them a little bit, like mentally. Like I know once we wrap that up, like kind of what I want to do. But usually it's like throughout the week. Our patrons probably know this, but I don't like build out a ton of notes. Like I don't sit down like building it all ahead of time. I just think all throughout the week, like when I'm getting ready in the shower or whatever, if I'm trying to fall asleep. And then the day of the session, once I've like played through kind of what I want to happen in my mind enough, I just sit down and I make like a bullet point list of saying like, this is my expected flow of events. And if there's something I'm like really want to make sure I mention, like some kind of Easter egg or hint of what's to come, I'll like put it in bold and just like highlight it. Because I really only plan through like the end of that session because they might do something that completely derails what I expected. So I try and be efficient and not get like too far ahead. So I'd say usually about a week, and that covers one like session of play that usually results in 2 episodes. But if it's something like an origin episode or something like really beefy, I usually spend a lot more time on that, stuff like that. So any other questions in here
Yeah,
that you guys?
Paranoid Leviathan. Question: do you guys think you'll ever try other tabletop games like Vampire Masquerade or Shadowrun? I guess I can say that at some point, we don't have a date set or anything, but at some point for one of the metacasts, the Patreon metacasts, I'm going to be DMing a Starfinder theoretical one shot. I've never
Pumped
had
for
a
that.
one shot that actually lasts one session, so who knows how long we'll be able to milk that.
Not real.
Yeah, right.
But at some
One
point
session
there will
usually
be
turns into way
there will
more.
be a Starfinder little extra bonus content stuff for the Patreon. So I'm stoked about that. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
I think the big thing is we just don't feel like we have a ton of time to learn another system
Right.
at the moment. So it's like
100%.
because the Starfinder idea came up a long time ago, and we've been kind of chipping away at it. Because now we got to learn the remaster, and we didn't even know the regular master.
Right,
So
we
we're
barely
like,
figured
yeah,
that out.
yeah.
We're still catching up.
Great Smith asked Adam, Zach, where's your Santa hat? You were killing the vibe.
I
Really
know,
sorry,
I'm sorry.
really sorry about that.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. Taryn texted us earlier today about like us wearing Santa hats, and I was like, did I miss something?
You drew us
but
in
at that
Santa
point-
hats. You drew us into Santa hats.
Yeah.
No, I was already. On
I
my
went to a bunch
way
of stores that
where
didn't
I'm
have
at.
green Santa hats, so I was like, no
Oh.
Santa
Oh,
hat.
shoot,
man.
mine's the
Yeah.
wrong
Oh
color.
yeah, you're wearing a
Dang
different
it.
color shirt today.
Yeah,
What a day to
check it
change
out.
things up.
Mortals and Portals. Yo.
Yeah.
I'm really
Get it.
surprised you didn't
Yeah.
get the green Mortals and
know.
Portals shirt.
I do have a green one, and I didn't put it on because I knew you'd say something. If you don't know, I wear a lot of green shirts, and Ryan somehow always notices. He noticed before I noticed that I wear a lot of green shirts.
Well, yeah, you've admitted to only owning green shirts besides that one, apparently.
No, I've seen your
Adam's got it
spreadsheet.
on.
You have a spreadsheet of all your friends and the colors they wear. Blonde
I
Swanson
apologize,
asks,
though.
Yeah, he caught me.
Let me apologize for not having a Santa hat. I was a little bummed
Apology
afterwards
accepted.
that I couldn't make that happen.
I
Zach,
do
do
wish-
you feel sorry, or do you not care about the vibe at all?
Ryan was the main one who requested we got Santa hats, so I definitely don't care. And that's all I really want to say about that. Z3DT asked, Zach, how different is it to prep for a podcast over a normal home game? And then players, how has being broadcast affected your gameplay and roleplay? Those are great questions. First, prepping is different because usually, like I said, we get 2 episodes out of one session. So if you're like doing a home game and you want to like do some sort of cliffhanger, you need like 1 or something at the end of like this 3-hour session. But we have to like be mindful of somewhere in the middle of your session, you have to have a satisfying break, whether it be rest, cliffhanger, they're about to start something that you wouldn't normally have to account for in your home session. And then the other thing is like when you're GMing for a podcast, if you sit down in your home game and your players are just having fun being like just doing absolutely nothing and like not achieving anything, completely off task, off topic, you're like, whatever, man, as long as you guys are having fun. But if it's a podcast, you kind of also need to like make sure you're progressing the story and having something satisfying happen. So you kind of got to moderate that a little bit differently. And then, yeah, what about you guys with just like how does playing been different on a podcast?
If I could start, I had like a couple hour trek home last night, and so I was just like, you know what I haven't done is listen to the first couple episodes in a long time. And so I put those on, and I realized that like the situations that we faced then, I would have like role played them maybe a little differently now,
sure,
having the confidence of knowing Jules as a character more and stuff like that. But I think the best way to describe it is that it's kind of like just starting over playing a tabletop game, tabletop RPG again. I don't know if you guys kind of felt that too, but like being in front of a mic and stuff, it's like you have to ease into it and figure out what it feels like to, I guess, kind of be on a stage.
sure,
For
In a
sure.
way.
I know for me it changes, and I'm sure this has evolved throughout the season, but it kind of almost goes back to the old adage of show don't tell. Like I have normally, if I was playing at a table, I would just say, "Oh, Dax pulls out his bow and shoots the guy," because the flavor doesn't matter so much. But when you're in a podcast, that's kind of boring to listen to. So, you know, there's certainly more dialogue than there would be otherwise, I think, because that's never been really something that I even thought about much other than important dialogue. But so I would say I use more dialogue and then kind of try to show expressions a little bit more, or like how Dax is feeling about things more than I would if I was playing at home. Maybe I would just say he's sad instead of like I don't know. I think you know what I mean.
I know a big one for you guys is like in combat reactions. Like we've made it a
100%.
point to like if you get hit by someone to just go like or like I'm gonna get
Yeah,
you next
yeah.
round. You know, just something to remind the audience that like your character is there, not just like you playing it. So yeah, you have to inject a lot more stuff.
And the
like that.
reactions
What about like
on other turns, on other people's turns too.
mhm.
Yeah, the audio part is a big part of it because a lot of times, like, we'll see each other in videos being like, "Oh," or like, "What?" But if we're not like making that noise, obviously, listeners have no idea that we're like reacting to that moment.
Yeah.
I think the best comment that I saw in the last couple weeks was that it feels like some of the listeners are just sitting at our Friday night table, and I always want it to feel like that. So I try like never to lose sight of that. Like I don't want to do this if it's not fun. Like this is always
100%.
my favorite part of every. We do it bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, like that's my favorite day, And I always want to keep it that way because like one, it's going to be better quality. We're going to be more relaxed and everything, and it's just a good time. And I think Joel said this a while ago. It gives us an excuse to keep playing this for however long, and I think that's the big thing is it's just fun. And I want to.
That's a good point, Taryn, of like not like we're also mindful of like not letting the podcast like override play.
Right.
And I hope that shines through in the sense that like we're still just playing straight up and none of it's like scripted and like we edited it because there's a lot of stuff in an episode that probably wouldn't be interesting if you just like showed the whole thing.
I think that's a good segue to what you just want to what do you got?
I was with our agenda, we got to get to trivia here soon. So I was going to power through like there's a question that I've seen pop up a couple times. Lon Swanson keeps asking how much alcohol per session and how does that compare to non-broadcast sessions?
It varies.
It definitely varies.
Yeah, it definitely varies. I mean, I usually have like a beer or something while I'm playing, and that's just how I played before. Sometimes I have an old-fashioned, and sometimes I don't have anything.
Helps keep you a little relaxed.
For me, it depends on the vibe, because if it's like a big combat one, it's going to sound counterintuitive. If it's a big combat one, I would rather be drinking like a beer or something, because then I won't be over analyzing every move I make as much. Whereas in like the role play heavy sessions, I tend to drink coffee. I'm always drinking, I guess, something. But it's more coffee.
I would love
than
to drink coffee.
Usually.
We just play so late, man. Yeah. I almost wish we played on like a Saturday morning, and I was just sitting there with like, oh, like I got coffee right now.
Kind of funny story about that quick though is like I don't drink now during our sessions at all, but like in our previous campaign, like every once in a while I would, and there was the period where Leon wasn't Leon, he was what's his face, Zach?
Vento Slim.
Yeah, Vento Slim, and there was something that I had to do as Leon as Vento Slim that like was integral to like making sure the story went forward, sort of thing. And I was drinking that night and got a little tipsy and forgot to do that, and Zach had to like egg me on to like do that.
Hey, you gotta do the
kind
thing.
of like how I forget to mention that you guys like level up in the podcast, and you guys have to constantly remind me like, hey, remember there's audience that needs to know that we leveled up, because usually it's like they leveled up like 3 episodes before I said that.
I think.
All right, hey, just real quick, we can keep answering questions while I get this set up, but I just want to let everyone know we're gonna do some trivia, and if you go down into the description of this video, you will see a link to flexiquiz.com/live, and then there's an access code. If you put that in, you can get in the waiting room, and we're going to start some trivia. And if you win trivia, you're going to get a prize. So please put in like your YouTube name or whatever, just to make sure we know who actually won and there's not any confusion about that. But yeah, you can just start getting ready for that. And then Adam, you can answer whatever question you're going to do while people are hopping in.
Yeah, there were 2 that I think we could kind of group together and could be good. Elizabeth Zubenko asked, do you try to be more funny for the fans? And then I'm going to butcher this and I apologize. Is it Danyal Kazi asked, do you
roll with it?
Yeah, did you guys find yourself RPing the same way in your home games before the podcast? I would say this group's humor is pretty on par for for a normal session if it wasn't a podcast. And I think
we definitely cut out some of the more unhinged stuff, but
yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I don't really feel like any of us are like overperforming any more than we would normally. and then RPing the same way. Yeah, I think this group in particular really loves I think conversations and role playing more than combat.
I
Like
mean,
combat's
that's
fun,
yeah.
but we get lost in conversations all the time.
I actually
role-playing
sometimes have to
aspects.
tell him to like stop role playing so that we can
Yeah.
get to like parts of the episode, which is again a difference of like if there's a home game, I mean, I've had sessions before the podcast where I just sat there for 3 hours and watched them talk to each other, and I had a blast. But
we
sometimes like we need
realize
to
that
like
he hasn't
progress the
said
story.
anything for 10-15 minutes. We're just
Mhm.
But one thing that's different for me roleplay wise is I do way more voices because it's a podcast. I think before we did the podcast, a lot of times I did like a couple, but usually I'd be like, they say this, like I would just do that. But then when we knew it was a podcast and it'd be a little more interesting, and I have to like differentiate from characters, I did
You're doing
like, a
great.
lot more voices.
Dude,
I have
I
a
love
ton of
all
fun
your
with the voices. Yeah, they're
You're
fun.
doing awesome.
Benjamin's my favorite. Hey, what's up, Walt?
Hey, Benjamin's
That
here,
and
guys.
Ma, for anyone that's gotten to the Origins episode.
Ma.
Jules.
Hello,
Oh, I
this
love
is how
Ma.
I talk.
this is my voice.
Yeah, we know you talk.
We know
Ma.
you talk.
I didn't practice that one at all. I just started talking. I was like, oh wow, I guess this is what it sounds like.
I just love that. Okay, bye. All right, bye.
Ooh, Nikki asked
Goodbye.
a controversial question that Zach, who's your favorite main character? And then
Oh, man.
there's a part 2.
Are you gonna
but
do
I
this?
answer that one first.
Ooh,
It's like saying which one of your
uh,
children's your favorite, you know?
I love all of
Love
them like so
Tough
much,
to
and I love how they
Oh my
play off
God.
each other most of all. If I had to answer in the fact of like who would I want to play, it would probably be Waltz because
I'm kind of with you.
I love
Yeah,
how
me too.
layered Waltz has become because originally he was like everything's a joke, dive headfirst into any situation, talk his way out of it. And then now as the stories progress, he's become a little more layered as like things are wearing on him a bit. And then so both of those things are shining through. And Taryn, it's mostly because of how Taryn's been playing him, that has just like catapulted him in my mind in terms of like I would like to play that. But I also don't want to get too spoilery, but Ryan's done a great job with what he's done as well. And then I love all you guys. You're all doing a great job, but probably pick Waltz. That's me.
My answer is Honk.
Honk. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would have been the safest answer, Zach.
Yeah.
Honk. No, I want to get controversial in here. That's what the people want, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Start
start
the
trivia
fucking-
here soon, so you got about 2 more minutes to hop in
Yeah,
if you want to be on this trivia.
Z3DTZ. I'm just going to call you Zed because I don't know what that's supposed to be. He's saying that it kicks you out. If it kicks you out, you can just re-enter. It's been doing that to me too. So
I can
times
like
out.
refresh the page and then we can all refresh it. But yeah. So just don't close the page and just leave it up, and then when I'm ready, I'll like make sure everyone's in and refresh.
Nikki loves Honk. Well, of course. It's your
We
brother.
I
all,
will say,
we all love Honk. It's only Zach
I
who
know.
hates Honk.
That's my favorite thing that Ryan ever came up with. It's so unexpected. He's like, my character is Honk. It's a goose character.
Quick question
Uh,
for Kazi. How many episodes do you get out of a single sit-down session? Generally 2. 2 is what we
That's our goal.
shoot for. It doesn't always happen with some of the weirder ones or if we're off topic or have to look up a bunch of rules. But traditionally, there are 2 episodes when we sit down to record.
And
Have
it's
we ever
funny
gotten
because
3?
no, we've never gotten
I don't
3.
think we've
No
ever
way.
gotten 3.
So we usually get, if it's like an origin episode, we only get 1 out of a session. And then also, ironically, like combat episodes take the longest to
Oh my
record, but
gosh.
are the shortest episodes. So like you'll get like 50% of a combat episode is like what makes it into the episode because it's a lot of like, hold on. You know, when you're at your table and someone's thinking of what to do on their turn, you're like, you have the whole round to figure it out. And then it gets to them and you're like, like we cut all that out. So it just
Yeah.
sounds like they always know what they wanted to do on their turn.
We sound a
and so
lot
you get these
better
We're a
really
lot more
short episodes.
competent. Yeah.
Yeah.
than we
Because
really
there
are.
was one in the
Right.
episode I'm editing right now that it was like a 10-minute explanation of what happens, and the Zach's like, but no, you're further away than you think. You're like 50 feet away. And so the whole plan didn't work, and so they had to start from
Yeah.
scratch. Just stuff.
I'm just
like
gonna
Alright.
put the. Hang
I'm
on,
gonna
go
start
for
the
it.
trivia now.
From people.
Okay.
I find
Joel,
it.
maybe share your screen on the stream for anyone that's watching this in the future so they can watch the questions. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you
Yep,
refresh
I'm
your
gonna
page if
switch.
you got kicked out. Hit the refresh.
Switching to the other style of screen.
All right. I'm going to start in. Well, I would count down, but there's a delay. So
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm just
doesn't
going to
matter.
I'm going to give everyone like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, we're probably
something
gonna
like
kind of react before people in the chat
No.
No, because
oh,
it'll
yeah,
be
maybe.
delayed for them too.
Waiting
Alright.
for the host to start quiz.
You can always join after I start it, but you might miss a question. So, all right, here we go. Gonna start the quiz now.
3,
Oh, it's going. I'm so
1.
scared.
Hey, don't cheat off my screen. I'm gonna guess wrong on purpose on all of them, so you guys don't cheat.
Ian, what's the answer? Ryan,
Yeah, sure, on purpose.
help.
No, I've already. I was testing this quiz with Zach, so I, at this point, have seen them all.
Oh, you're
Aw,
cheating.
dang it!
Correct.
I got it.
No,
I got it
he's seen some
wrong.
of them.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
He's seen some of them. Okay. Looks like most of you got that one. Good job. Some of you got it. Blonde Swanson, the economics guy, got it wrong. Nah, I don't think he voted.
We'll
see. All right. Next question. What is Dax's home planet? I hope you know this, Joel.
That would
I
be
hope
so
all you know this.
embarrassing.
That's what I'm really excited to see is how you guys just like don't know what's
Here,
going
Can
on.
we-
Yeah, I'm gonna
Can we
change.
make a pact right now that if we get an answer about our own character wrong, we're off the podcast, right?
Right.
Oh man.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm just gonna vote at the very last second. There we go.
Wow,
so we can
okay.
still try to
Baby.
win.
15 of you got that right. That's good. Good job.
I didn't
Thank
even
you.
know there were 15 of us here.
There's 17 in the game,
That's
apparently.
amazing.
Heck yeah,
Oh, come on. We all know this one.
Taryn.
Gotta know it.
Got to. Got to.
A lot of episode 1 questions so far.
Yeah.
Blonde Swanson's defending why he missed episode the
Yeah.
price. He's like, I wasn't in on it.
Aw.
Ooh, a lot of you thought he ate 2? Come on, he binged
Rookie.
those. suckers,
Binge those
man.
guys.
He binged those. He ate 3. Let's go.
He's the only one to ever binge
I eat
apple.
another apple.
Go on, try one.
That'll be 1 silver.
Yeah, I bet. All right, let's go. What is the name of the tavern Digsby's crew
got
goes
this.
to in Caros?
The only reason I
Listened to
actually
this
remember
episode
this
last
one
night.
is because there's
Nice.
there's like a chat or something in the
Yep.
Discord that's named after it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know
Let's
if I would have
go.
gotten that.
I had to ask when I made that Discord
Ooh,
channel. I
most
had
of you
to
got
ask
it.
him,
Ooh.
or Zach what it was.
3 people thought Trusty Steed, which is a tavern I used in our old campaign, and I've always really
Yeah.
liked that
Yep.
name. The Trusty Steed.
Oh yeah, see, I
Okay.
think we're reacting before they actually see it. on the
No.
thing. Oh no, because
They
we
shouldn't.
no,
Other
it
way
should
around.
be timed the same.
There we go.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What was the first roll of the campaign?
Oh, easy.
Let's go.
GG, easy peasy.
Isn't this the first roll of any campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Of any
I
session,
guess.
really.
I don't actually know.
Any
Session.
session, yeah.
No.
Let's go. That's right.
doing horrible.
Stealth Trek
Oh.
was the second one, by the way, not the first one.
I'm guessing that was Dax.
And then Dax.
Mom, I hope you're
assassinated
watching.
Digby.
I'm finally doing good on a test.
Our stealth people.
Yeah, but you're like should know. Who landed the killing blow on the first
Ooh,
drink?
I didn't know
Oh,
this one
easy.
when we went
Defeated.
through.
Oh, I love this
GG,
one.
Easy. The only blow, if I remember correctly.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't
Killed
actually.
him in
Yeah,
one
maybe.
hit.
That's right. Ooh, wow. Oh, 6 people credited it to Waltz. Good job, Taryn. You got the
Thank
killing
you. I
blow.
did it.
But
Yeah.
it was Rio. It was Rio.
Is it
Yeah.
too meta to ask how many questions are on this quiz?
I don't actually know.
I don't know that
It's a
that would
decent
be-
amount. I think it might be like 30-ish. We'll see.
I
Who
know
was the
this
third
one.
character to be picked up by Digsby in episode 1?
Wait,
I'm
I
killing
don't.
it.
I didn't get this question for some reason. It like auto answered. Oh, well.
I'm gonna win whatever our prize is.
I'm gonna get it.
Way
I'll
to go,
find
Eric.
prize.
Eric Hollingsworth is doing
You and
way
me
better than
meet up
expected.
Bluegrass Tallgrass
There you
Lane.
go.
Settle
Ooh,
this.
5 people thought it was Ryu. Nah, it was Jules, man. Ryu was last
was
because
torn
Jules
between-
threw an
Oh, hi
apple
there.
at Ryu.
That's right. That's right. Chucked it.
Yeah,
That one
absolutely.
did almost get me though.
I just
killed
tossed it.
him.
Calm down.
How many times has Ryu audibly farted? in
Oh,
an episode?
God.
I'm sure
This
he
one I don't-
silently farted a few times and didn't tell anyone.
I'm gonna go with this.
This is a good question.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the specific
Ooh.
numbers are.
This one I might get this wrong.
Yeah, I might too.
Did you have to go back and listen to these, Zach?
Oh,
Dang
No,
it.
no.
Oh, I got it
Oh,
wrong.
it was
Dang
twice.
it.
Ryu, you're off the podcast.
Yeah, he farted when he was drinking coffee, and he farted when the Drake Knight kicked him in front of Commander Crib.
I thought he farted twice drinking coffee.
I thought there was 3
No, he
as
farted
well.
once. You
I
farted
don't know,
once.
Zach. We're gonna have to.
Oh, maybe I got it
get
wrong. I
people
don't know.
on that.
That'll be really
We'll have to
funny
go
if you
back
got
and
it
listen to
wrong.
it. I just remember because we inserted the fart sound effect. Like I specifically remember how many fart sound effects there were.
Well, there were
There's-
definitely at
yeah.
least 2 fart sound effects in that coffee episode.
We wouldn't say you farted and not put in a sound effect. We were
That's
not
what I'm
mature
saying.
enough
So there
for
are at
that.
least 2 there.
No, there's
And
only
then-
one fart, and that go listen to episode 4. One fart. I stand by it.
We're gonna
I'll
fight
I'll
over this,
in here.
Zach. So
Find out.
let's just,
We'll find out.
let's just
People
agree.
will
Yeah,
tell us.
that's why people go back and re-listen to the podcast is to figure out how many farts are in it. Yeah. And we're not counting Terrence farts that he like does in real life that he tries to sneak into the episode that Joel won't catch.
I don't
What
even
is
try and
Unidad's
keep them in.
favorite
I
drink?
force them in.
Yeah, he forces them in. Yeah, you can tell.
Don't force too hard though, because we know what happens.
Yeah, we've had that too. You know,
There was that one episode we had to cut like 20 minutes waiting for you to come back.
Copy. I pretty much got it right, most of you.
Yeah.
And then if you joined late, by the way, the link and the access code for this is in the description, so you can jump in
is.
now if you still want to keep if you want to join late.
Mhm.
Eric says he doesn't listen for
Unidad.
farts. So.
Who gave Waltz a new shield in Scale Keep?
Aw.
That's a
Oh.
great question.
My heart.
Yeah.
Everyone chill.
Kernels and farts.
I
Yeah,
know.
everyone chill.
Well, Zach,
Wasn't it Clag?
Yeah, good old Clag.
Flag.
M-
Ooh, okay. 8 of you said Dan, 3 said Glorm, 4 said he got it himself. It was in fact Dan. Did it tell you guys the right answer at the end?
Mm-hmm. Well, it
did
says
that
if you're
correct.
correct or not. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure I say the right answer then. 'Cause I
Yeah,
haven't been
good,
saying that.
Thinking.
Does anyone here have a
What
perfect
was
score?
not included on Digsby's list of potential names for the party?
So sad.
I think I know this one because I had to draw it and I had to like hand write each one.
That's true. That was a Patreon sketch. Was his list, and you guys like crying on it. Like there's Waltz
That was
or
an
someone's
emotional
tears
one.
on the
Damn.
Wagon
That was a sad
Warriors
one.
is correct. Good job to everyone that said
There's
Wagon
literally been a
Warriors.
few times
That was a good question.
drawing these where I've gotten choked up in the process.
Mhm. What is Waltz's first name?
Ooh.
What if I
Just
did this?
just the other
Man.
day, one of the people in this live chat was like,
Das.
"Wait, Waltz isn't his first name?"
Yeah.
My name
Yeah.
is Das Falls.
You know who Doss is, right?
Hansel.
No, I guess not.
Doss is Ryan's because he was PEMDOS, and Doss is.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that was from his origin episode. It was Philly and Doss. Pretty much everyone got it right.
Fantastic
There you go.
characters.
That's right.
Man.
Yeah, and I like how you made what you made. You gave a guy a German accent, but then like a Irish name.
Irish name, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was funny. Yeah.
It was like
I mean,
Kinnigan
it's-
McFinnigan or something like that.
My dad
Killian
got that
McFillian.
one.
How many
Kill-
planets are in the system of Kildora?
Well, that's a toughie. I don't think I know that. Do we ever
I-
explicitly say?
I hit
Yeah,
the number
say it in
very
episode 1 in the
confidently,
intro.
and now I'm not sure.
It's my like brief lore synopsis in episode 1. I say it explicitly.
Actually,
Yeah,
think I
7.
I think I added 7 planets in the logo. Am I
Oh, yeah, I
mistaken?
got it wrong.
Yeah.
Was it 7?
No, it was 7.
Mhm.
It
Seven's
was
correct.
7?
Yeah.
Who is the worst at
Ah.
rolling a percentage
Oh,
die?
that's not even a question.
Yeah, it's not even a subjective thing at all.
We all know who's worse at rolling percentage dice. Let's see here. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's a Ryan by a landslide.
I think I'd be next, but yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan for sure.
Joel was next, but I don't know if that's Joel voting on the wrong person on purpose.
But I got it right, it said.
Oh, okay, cool. How many
Oh,
times has
man.
Gildir tried to kill Waltz?
Hmm.
Ooh.
I think I got
I mean,
this.
what
Is
counts?
it somewhat yeah, exactly.
yeah, I got
It's
this.
somewhat
I got
subjective,
this.
right?
I think I got it too.
Adam, how
I
many
got
times have you
this.
drawn it? Because I feel like you draw it every time.
Actually, I think I've only drawn it.
Oh,
The
crap.
answer is 4. He tries to kill him in
4.
episode 2 because he's with the first group of
Episode
Drake Knights. Tries to kill him in
Oh,
episode
Mhm.
5 when the Drake Knights come, and then he knocks him out. And then he tries to kill him. I don't want to spoil how he does it if anyone aren't caught up, but he tries to do it in like episode 15, and then he tries to do it in episode 24 4 times. And he's not very
Man.
good at it, apparently.
Yeah, I
Real
forgot about those
guy.
initial encounters with him.
Yeah, because he wasn't named yet. He just was there.
Yeah,
right,
true.
right.
And I would have
could've
loved
been
to be
anyone.
friends with him, Zach, but you just wouldn't let it happen.
Wouldn't let it
Hey,
happen.
I was trying really hard.
Eldir.
Who was the first NPC that greeted Digby's crew in Karos?
Mm-hmm.
I had to put some hard ones in there because I didn't want like everyone to have the same score.
Right.
Pretty sure I got this one. And I
I
don't
just listened
spell
to
it
this
that
last
way,
night
though.
too. This works out great for me.
Oh, hey, Jeannie.
Ira is the answer. Ira is the one who takes them tutorials.
True.
Yeah, that's Ira. Good, next.
I hope there's a way we
What
can
is
see.
the name of Ryu's rival from Desolus?
Mm-hmm. I hope there's a way we can see how well like everyone did at the end or something.
Yeah, I
Curious
think
how
I
well-
think I
I
gotta
think Zach
download
can.
results or something like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Curious how well the listeners are gonna do with it. Some of the comments are saying doing better than I thought. Some are saying I'm doing bad.
That checks out.
Jin is
down
Ryu's
bad.
rival. Vish is the guy who trained him. Kenoshi
Mhm.
is the name of like the types of swords they have. And Haro, isn't that your dad? Haro's your dad.
I thought
Yeah,
we
so
used
if you thought my dad was my rival,
Real.
you should watch that.
Make
episode.
them fart.
Make them fart.
JoJo says her.
Why
campaign
was
has
Waltz
24
hesitant to
fans.
let
Wow.
Glorm on his shoulders?
Uh-huh.
I love kids.
Oh, that's good.
I gotta say that was one of my favorite moments to draw.
Yeah,
To
that's
just
my
put
that's
you
one of my
two-
favorites.
That
That
was
was
pretty
crazy.
funny.
Because that's the one
Put
where
you two in there.
they're.
That was so
Everyone knew. Everyone voted pretty much.
They're,
That's
like,
the one where
standing
Taryn and
behind
Zach
the
were in the
crowd.
crowd, right?
That's one of those moments
Yeah.
that like we could have cut, but we left in because it was just like too good of like a
Right.
back and forth.
Exactly
right. I just feel like everyone can relate to that, where you're like meta, like kind of
Right.
expecting
It
the
came-
GM to do something.
It came
Yeah.
No,
close
I'm
to
not
getting
gonna put
cut
him
because
on
I
my
remembered I
shoulders.
like took it out and
Yeah,
then
it's
sent it
weird.
to everybody. I was like, "Hey, should we cut this?" Or I think I sent it to maybe Zach, and I
No.
was like, "Hey, do we cut
Yeah.
this, or do you think we should leave it?" And I'm
No,
glad
I
we
loved
left
it.
Listening to him that night.
It was so authentic. What type of apples did Digby give to the party?
Skipped that question for me for some reason. Now I'll never win.
Nobody's gonna beat my score. If anyone beats my score, I'll.
What's your score right now?
Where does it say?
It'll
Well, how many
after.
questions have you got wrong?
Granny Smith.
16.
I'm also
Oh,
on
me too.
16.
I'm
By
on
the way, I
18.
put the reason I put crabapple in there is because I just loved Dax's like joke that almost got overshadowed. of
missed,
him
yeah.
asking if
It
Jules
to-
has
ugh.
even. He's like, Jules, have you ever had an apple? And he's like, no, he's like,
No,
not
too
even
many
crab
apples
apples.
in the
Apples
sea.
don't grow.
Yeah,
in
there's
the
no
sea.
apples in the sea. Yeah, not even
Yeah.
crab apples.
That was
Crab
such a good
apples,
one.
yeah, underrated.
way-
Nobody reacted to it.
If I could
But it was
publicly
pretty funny.
apologize, Joel, for not laughing at that.
Look, it's
'cause I
fine.
Yeah.
You know. If
That's
I
the
had
best part about it being a podcast because I miss jokes in real time and then I hear you guys in the recording. And the sun is like coming through my window.
Yeah.
By the way, I always pictured Digsby's apples, well, being red, and then I said they're Granny Smith, and I didn't even know like what a Granny Smith apple was, and then I googled it and I was like, huh, they're green. So
Whoops.
they're green
Whoops.
apples. Yeah.
Fair to
Yeah,
say he's
anyway.
probably got a mix, right?
Yeah,
He is
he's got all of them.
the orchardist.
Dang, there are a lot of questions on here.
There's like
What
30
does
something.
Zach usually tell the crew to do at the end of each episode?
Tells them to share their thoughts. I love this. Who cares? I never listen to the
Share your
outro.
thoughts.
My wife is clicking that one right now.
Those are all great answers. You said your wife's clicking that one right
Yeah, she.
now.
I like this poor Ryu. He had to fall victim to Ryan. Yeah, I wish I were better at rolling dice too.
Hey, Zach. Kirasu said these questions are harder than expected. So
Good.
well done.
Oh, everyone got it right. There's
What?
actually two correct answers to that one. You could have said, "Who cares?" I never listened to the outro. It would have worked just fine.
I got it incorrect.
Yeah, I got it incorrect,
Right.
you liar.
It
It
says, I,
says
got,
that one
it says
everyone
I got
got it
it
right on
incorrect
mine.
also.
It says incorrect on mine.
Oh, Zach, you broke it.
You broke it. Way to go.
Oh, maybe I did do it wrong. Maybe you had to say both. Well, whatever. Everyone got it right anyway, I think. I'll give you guys a quick update on the score. And who's not in Digsby's crew? The leader right now is Eric. And then
Hey, let's
Elizabeth
go.
is
Ooh,
hot
Eric.
on Eric's tail. Cillium Billiam is there. King Rancher. You guys, this is a tight race, actually. So keep
Cillium
it up.
Good job. You guys are doing great.
Yeah.
Roel's like the silent. I guess he's
Where
probably
did
in
Waltz
the Discord.
fight his first battle?
Oh shoot.
Ooh, I don't actually know this.
Chronologically, where did he fight it? I guess I should say.
Pretty sure this is it. Actually, I'm not confident.
Like not episodically, right?
Yeah.
Timeline wise.
Oh yeah, most
Hey,
people
I got
got it. Man,
Got
Drew,
it.
That's right. on the island of Mandaru when he was a soldier.
Who's in first place in Digby's crew?
Adam is.
I feel like
No,
Adam, you knew that. You just wanted him to say it.
Yeah, I did.
Who's winning?
I'm very curious.
What order
who's
does the
winning
crew
right now.
introduce themselves at the start of each episode when they are all present?
Does this have multiple answers too?
No, there's only. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Just have the same answer
I am your
every
host
time.
and GM, Zach, and joining me at the table is...
Here's a fun fact.
Do I go?
Oh,
Do I go?
I got you. Some of you said trick question. It's different sometimes. Nope, we always do it the same way if we're all present. We've never done it differently.
And the fun fact, that's also the order that I put everybody's vocal tracks in every episode that I edit. For no reason other than consistency,
It makes your brain happy.
I guess.
What did Waltz use to attack his first Drake Knight?
Oh, classic moment.
A shield.
Truly character
What's that,
defining
a shield?
moment.
I'm not sure what a
Yes, me.
shield is,
shield.
but
It's a lore. It's like a lore thing. It's part of the lore.
Is that
some
another kind of
woofs
apple?
have shields.
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah.
A good
carrying
old
shields.
whoop
Bag
shield.
of apples. Yeah, it's a bag of apples that I used actually.
Ugh.
or whatever.
Change our name to Woofs and Shields instead of Mortals and Portals.
It's our
What does Dax think about coffee?
hmm.
Man, I'm trying to
was
answer
listening-
fast because I don't know if we get more points for that, but then I'm like, don't
No,
get
you don't get
time to
more
read all
points
the
for
other
it. You
answers.
don't.
Okay.
You don't get more points.
Yep.
Pretty fast.
But I applaud the
The
effort.
episode I was listening to yesterday, there was a couple times where Taryn started out talking as Walt saying, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, no. That's so Midwesterner.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, actually, I think that was a bag of apples.
I feel like
Yeah,
I start
no,
most
that's,
He
sentences
he
as
thinks
a
it's
vocal.
bitter. That is
Yeah.
the answer. Is he thinks it's bitter.
Just gonna get that bag.
We're
of
getting there.
apples
We're
in
almost to the end.
Zed said Woofs and Shields is the official fan podcast.
Oh, okay, multiple.
Yes, you have to select.
You have to get all three.
Whew.
What
I
are
lost
the three
my mouse.
regions of Nisserine?
I got lost in the sauce. Okay, there it is.
Lost in the sauce.
Oh, I got it incorrect.
Ooh, some of you thought Carlos. Carlos is not a region; it's a town.
Oh, Michael's
in the
calling you out,
region of
Taryn.
Enoch.
What's
Michael
that?
said
So
that
it's Enoch, Pegos, and Gamor.
yes. Michael's calling you out, Taryn. The Chad move of flossing your teeth while doing a quiz.
Oh, I have so many of these things just like around here because
if,
I don't know.
collecting
I just
crap.
always test them.
if you're listening to an
What did
episode,
Dax
you're also
guess
listening to
Diggy's name
him
was?
floss.
We also are constantly cutting out Taryn eating dinner during
Yes,
our
every
episodes.
time.
Oh my gosh.
It's like we
He's-
record right when he needs to eat dinner.
He's
basically.
literally at one point said, "Hey, can we take a second for me to cook a flank steak real quick?"
That was a
don't
real
understand.
sentence.
Sometimes,
It's really thin, so it'll go fast.
sometimes we go for 4 hours, and I don't understand
Yeah,
how
yeah.
they don't move from their seats.
Can
we-
we cook
we
a
eat
flank
before.
steak real quick? And we're
Ryan
all like,
won't
Taryn's
move
an
at
hour
all.
behind
Yeah,
us.
yes,
You're an
go
hour
ahead.
behind us, is why.
Yeah, and Ryan will sit in the same like posture
is
the
the
whole
answer.
entire 4 hours. You know.
Yeah, I'm like a psycho.
Yeah, Ryan has the most.
I-
This is Ryan during an entire recording, just perfectly still. All right.
Are your pants on? Because otherwise, it's not like me.
Good one, Ryan.
Thanks.
Okay, what planet is Sindor from?
Oh shoot, I don't know if I know this one.
Oh, I think I do.
I think that's
That's
it.
a tricksy
I think
one.
That's it.
Because that was only talked about like once.
I've already
very,
done
very
this quiz
briefly.
before, and I still don't know what the answer is.
I think I got it. Dang it!
Ooh, only one person got it right.
Who?
The planet is Kaijin, which is not in the system of
Kaijin.
Keldora. He got,
I got it right.
well, yeah, so he got to Keldora through mysterious circumstances, and he's from a different planet. Same planet that the Erikai are from.
I only know
So
that
I
because
keep
he told
coughing,
that to
everyone.
me.
Yeah.
I was the only one he told it to, so I feel honored.
Well, it's in episode 17. He says it. What is Jules' pirate name?
I better not get this wrong. It was my idea.
One of our patrons in the Discord just said, when you start to get every question wrong and question if you're even listening.
Oh man.
I really wish your pirate name was Blue Boy, but it is Rooster.
Blue boy.
Oh, blue boy.
Really more of a
Blue
teal.
Boy. Oi, Blue Boy. Get over here, Blue Boy. What is Jules' first line in episode 1?
Oh, cute. And technically at the end of Origins.
Mm-hmm. Eric is asking
Did
for
we
a score
say-
recap at 30.
Okay, I'll do a score recap.
What
30
question are we
seconds.
on?
29.
We're about to do 30. We're very close to the end.
Oh, okay.
His first
Then maybe
line was
just-
"Ahoy there." Fun fact about that: Adam mentioned, or I think we all talked about, when we were recording the first couple episodes, like he kind of reminded us of like Obi-Wan, like the way he talked for certain things.
Yeah.
And
for
his first line is "Ahoy there," and everyone knows that Obi-Wan's first line is "Hello there" in Star
That was
Wars.
not
So
on
it was
purpose
just funny
either.
that worked out. It just happened that way. Love
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Oh, a score. Oh, dang
definitely-
it! I forgot to do a score recap. I'll do that on the next one. I'm a complete moron. Who's Waltz's best friend?
Oh shoot, which one?
Oh, oh, you can only pick one.
friend, Waltz.
I think I got this one.
Am
You can only pick one, though.
crew?
It's gonna be messed up if there's only one right answer.
Yeah. I was
Hopefully I
like,
set
oh,
it
this
up
would be a
right.
trick. You're going to have to pick multiple, and it wouldn't let me
Yeah,
pick
I got
multiple.
it.
Oh, phew.
Yeah, they're all correct.
Okay, good.
one right answer. Hey, come on, you can stay
It's me.
I'm out here when you're done. All right,
Oh my
score
gosh.
recap. Okay, I only have a few questions left. Eric is in the lead, but tied with Z3DT. And then we got a lot of people, like 2 questions behind them, like Elizabeth, Kirasu, Cillian Billion, King Ranch Roel. You all got 17. And then a few of you have 16. So it's getting pretty close down to the wire.
I love the name Cillian Billiam.
Yeah, that's a patron who
Pretty
said he
great.
was a silly Billy, and then Joel
Yeah.
called him a Cillian Billiam, and then he changed his name. That guy's constantly changing his name in the
It is
Discord,
funny.
so I'm like, no. What is the name of the Drake that attacked Karos?
Angry boy.
That's good.
Angry Boy. That's what would happen if we let patrons name characters. You'd get like Angry Boy.
Right. I mean, I'd be fine if we had one angry boy in the series.
One Angry Boy and one Blue Boy.
Zach would just find a way to kill him
Oh,
immediately.
blue boy.
anyway.
Blue Boy. I'm gonna have someone call you Blue Boy for sure now.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, the answer is Raygorn.
And they
Which
have
is
to have
funny
that
'cause
voice,
then-
too.
So we recorded the Raygorn episode and stuff, and then we all, like, a bunch of us went to go see the D&D movie together, and I think there's a dragon in that called Raycorn or something like
Yeah,
a Raycorn.
we looked at
and we all
you.
looked
I
at each
remember
other
looking
right
at you
away.
like,
We're like, "Whoa, what are the
Zach?
odds of that?"
How'd you do that?
I stole it. Okay. Down to the wire here. What celebrity did Adam say Jules looks like?
Ooh, I got this wrong in the test one. Dang it.
Oh, yeah.
Adam,
Easy
do you
peasy.
remember?
Oh yeah.
Because
I
it's
do.
almost a trick question.
I remember this because I used a picture of him as reference
Oh,
when I drew.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then I guess I did get it wrong. I was
All right,
thinking
most
totally
of you got it right. Brad Pitt-esque a little bit. He did
Dang it.
reference the Daniel Craig
came-
scene, but he said he
Ah,
was
He came
just
out of the
joking.
water.
That's
Like
right.
him, yeah.
Came out of the
Dang
water.
it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Karen said Waltz
I wasn't
looks
joking,
kind of
though.
like Tom Holland if he was incredibly jacked. And
Yep.
we said Ryu has that Bruce Lee type shred.
That's right.
Because we were all just using celebrities.
And
And
then
then
I opted
obviously,
out
yeah.
because it felt rude to compare a celebrity
Yeah,
to
you said a Chris Hemsworth lizard, maybe. What university did Dunadas study at?
Oh, this is
shoot.
a freaking great question.
Mm-hmm.
This is a total guess.
I don't know what question they're on, but
Hmm.
probably I guess
Someone
the
might
same
have a
one.
backstory.
But
that-
Paranoid Leviathan. I vividly remember tuning
Hmm.
this part out, actually.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, shut up, guys. Totally fair. The answer is Garanar, which means to make another in Dorvish. He was telling that to Waltz, and Waltz
Dang
was
it.
contemplating lying about knowing Dorvish. It's
What
on the
G-
planet of Norvik.
What
Got it wrong.
GPA did Jules get? I think it wasn't Jules that went.
Ooh, we have a new leader. Oh, wait. Okay, so we got Eric, King Ranch Roel, and Z3DT all tied. And then a lot of you are hot on their tail with 19 and 18 points.
Heated.
Maybe
Keep
the
going. Let's
tiebreaker
go.
at the
Let's
end.
go. Down to the wire. What is Digsby's profession?
This one might have multiple correct answers too.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
What do you think
It's
his
actually
profession is?
we never found out. He's not what we think he is.
Right, he's like a surgeon or something.
Nice. Yeah, you all got it right because they're all correct. So good job. He's a little bit of all of those things. Good old Digsby. What is the name of the device Dunadas invented that Sindor used to transform Nisserine?
I'm
It's
looking for the trick
Dax.
part.
Joel, you're right. When Joel and I tested this, we like flew through this quiz, so I added more questions. But this is definitely taking longer than I thought it would.
Right.
So sorry about that. But I think we'll be fine on time. Also, we can stream longer.
We
Who
can
cares?
streamline, not a big deal.
Arcanor, yeah. There you go. You all got it.
Dax
We only
and the
said it like 10
Arcanor.
times.
Arcanor.
Arcanor.
Brian, there's times where I'm just like doing something in my day and I'll just go papo, 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 papo.
Yeah, dude, your guys' music is awesome.
What tavern is Jules in at the beginning of his origin episode?
Ooh,
I almost selected one thing and then realized that was wrong.
I think I know.
So
which
I
one you
probably
almost selected,
selected
too.
another wrong thing.
That's how it
I
goes.
got it right.
The answer is the Salty
Dang it.
Sailor.
I could've
Tough
sworn.
references an adventure at the Crazy Kraken.
That's
And
what
the
I picked.
Fancy Feather is Captain Perry's ship.
I
and
almost picked
Pirate's
the
Point
fancy
was
feather,
never
and then I
one, so,
realized
yeah.
that was the ship.
The Salty
Dang,
Sailor.
I
'cause I love
almost did the
alliteration.
salty sailor too. The fancy feather.
I miss him.
We
Hey,
got a new leader, Z3DT in the lead, one ahead of Eric.
Ooh.
And he
Way
was
to
just saying he was
go.
nervous here too.
coming through.
Oh, Kira Sue is at only 2 behind, climbing to the top there.
Dang,
You
what a
can do it.
huge
There's one
race.
answer, one question that I don't know how many we got.
Where's Gildir from?
Oh,
Only because I remember him saying this.
Yeah, I
Like,
hear his.
I can-
I hear
By the
his
way, I
accent.
just gotta
Distinctly
say-
hear Gelder saying this.
Right.
If Z3DT wins, that would make a lot of sense because that dude's like a lore master. I know that guy well.
Blunt Swanson
Lego
said.
Tessie is the
Sorry,
answer.
go ahead.
Can you say it as Gelder?
Lego Tessie.
That
There
right
it
there.
is.
That's what I heard
There
in my
it
head.
is. Blunt said
Okay.
if this was a college course, he'd be asking if he can drop out and get half his tuition back.
That's so good.
yeah, no, sorry, you're past the class drop period. You're stuck with us now.
He says, I swear I listened to this show.
He listens to it on 2 times speed, I think he said, so maybe that's why. It's
Maybe
missing
that's
it.
why.
How did Sindor get to Keldora?
Oh yeah, easy peasy.
That's so good.
Mm.
I get half my tuition back. The displacement. Good job, everyone. Yeah, the displacement was a mysterious event where a bunch of people suddenly left Keldora and appeared in Keldora, and they don't really know like how that happened or where they came from or why. So yeah.
Think of the Spider-Man meme.
Does Dax have protruding ears or just little holes in the side of his head?
I got this wrong. in the
Joel
test
actually didn't
class
know this when he
quiz.
did the test quiz. He did not know. I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh really?
The whole reason why
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
They
the
exist in
answer
the
is
first
what it
place,
is.
Like folded under pressure.
Yeah. He has protruding ears. So when Adam drew Dax the first time, like that picture of him, he has a hood up with like points, which Adam perceived to be horns keeping his hood
Horns.
up. And then we asked Dax if he had ears, and he said yeah. So then the very first time Adam drew a session sketch with him with his hood off, where it was horns, were ears. So it's all because of Joel that those horns became ears.
Yeah.
Because he answered that question in that way, which is funny.
Got to give the people what they want.
You
And
do.
that's ears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
King Ranch,
raps.
King Ranch Roel and Z3DT are now tied for the lead, with Eric
Oh.
only 1 behind them. Wow.
Man,
This is
I didn't
intense
expect
here.
this much back and forth.
It's a nail biter.
Yeah, this
I
is
don't know what's
intense.
going on, but
What is
Z3DT said, "What is this question?" Ah, dang it!
What
not
is the
gonna
name of the
swear my
hippogriff
neck.
Digsby's crew rescued?
Ken Hippie Jr.
Hey Michael,
I-
thank you
I
for being
stand
here
by
instead
that
of
being a
studying
great
for your
name.
cybersecurity exam.
Wow, thank you, Michael. He's less stressed about that than he is this,
Right.
which is the right way to feel.
All right. Yeah, most of you got that right. The weird spelling of Smith. Because I spell things stupid for no reason. Because I think I'm Tolkien.
Hey.
Uh,
No, Zach,
Alright.
you are.
I am J.R.R.
You said there's
Tolkien.
only
You're
a few left. Like,
Yeah, because I don't actually
questions
know. Where was the whiskey from that waltz and his dad shared at the beginning of his origin episode? Where was the whiskey from that they had?
This is my favorite Easter egg that you placed in the show too.
Yeah,
because
because
it
it
know.
comes up again later, right?
I don't know.
In Jules
couple
Origins.
Oh,
The
I got
answer
it.
is
Sweet.
Gold Plane.
Man, if
Yeah,
we ever
Gold
get
Plane
a
is,
alcohol sponsor, that would be really cool to do.
Yeah.
That's
Make
right.
oh yeah.
Hey, if any of you people watching have connections with some whiskey,
What color are Digsby's overalls?
Yeah, or Owen Wilson.
I made way too many questions for this. Sorry, guys. But whatever.
The whole stream
Uh,
was just
uh,
one giant quiz.
We got to be getting close now. I don't know.
I can't believe you
said
made
that,
this many
like-
questions, actually.
7.
It didn't take that
Sometimes
long,
already.
but
I didn't think we did this much. Dang it.
green,
got
just
more
like his
wrong.
apples.
Is it?
Yeah,
Are they
I
really?
specify every time I re-describe him again in your origin episodes and in episode 1, I say he has green overalls
Oh.
and a big straw hat. Green overalls with no shirt underneath. He's just rocking the overalls.
I didn't even think
All
they
right.
made green overalls.
King Ranch Roel is now the sole leader with 26 points. Eric has 25. Z3DT has 25.
Pulling away.
a new hand.
Cillian
touches
Billiam
the
has
Roel.
23, and then a lot of you have 22. Oh! What is the name of Jules' ship that gets destroyed by Captain Perry in his origin episode?
Technically, it's not my ship.
Hmm.
Hey, really fun. If anybody gets that reference, can you put it in the chat on YouTube? Because that would be neat if you did.
The reference.
What reference? The answer is the Highwind. The Black Dawn is the name of the ship of the crew he joins later that doesn't get destroyed by Captain Perry. All right.
Zach.
We
how
gotta
many
be getting
I don't
questions
know.
is this?
I gotta be getting close. What was Benjamin's profession before the Drake Knight showed up? We should have tested this one more time, Joel, to see how long this is.
I guess. I straight up don't know.
Yeah, Z3DT, Kingdom Hearts. Is it in Final Fantasy also?
Oh yeah.
Which
I only know it from Kingdom Hearts.
I
He was
knew
a
that.
sailor. That's
sounded
right.
familiar,
Good
but-
job. Z3DT and King Ranch Roel are tied again with Eric one behind.
Oh, who's gonna
ETD.
do it?
Door to Darkness.
Question 147.
It's
Yeah, when it gets
Say-
question 1000. What is the name of the executioner that spared Waltz's life?
Oh, I almost got it wrong.
Oh no, Roel said his broke. If it skipped a question, that's happened to me too. Unfortunately, you just get it wrong by default.
Dang it, it sucks. It was Telenor. That was, yeah.
Dan Hope
And
is
he
the
also,
master.
in his
Shout out to
flashback, he
Dan
sees him in the
Hope, though.
market.
Yeah.
Stanhope, Stanhope.
All right.
Will says these
Good
questions
quote
are
Stanhope
insane.
about this. Stanhope's from a real person. I know.
Who Dixie's first encounter when they made Camp at Vegas? Man, how many do I have left, dude?
Jeez.
I don't remember how many I
Oh
made.
my god, he got lost in the sauce making this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. I think
I
it's
can't
this.
even read this.
Flag. They encountered Clag. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Flag. Yeah.
Before
that's who you at
Sindor?
camp. Yeah, way before
'cause he take-
Sindor in Pagos. You encountered Sindor in Enoch.
Ah.
I wonder.
Pay
Is the
attention,
last
Ryan.
question?
Who drew
Gonna
these
be-
boundaries?
What ancestry is Commander Krim?
Shoot, which one's Krim?
That's for me to know and you to get wrong.
Elizabeth says, "I'll be in this quiz till I die."
Actually,
There
yeah,
is
are we,
no
we're
end
like
to this
Oh,
quiz.
oh, oh! I got it.
twice past
The
the
last
time without
question's gonna be
reading.
on a
I
scale
did
of 1
not-
to 10. Can I have $5?
When Joel and I tested it, it took us 5 minutes. So I like added just like what felt like a few more questions, but I guess I just had too much fun. Z3DT is pulling ahead. He's ahead by 2.
I promise you, there's
Man.
not 100 questions.
I promise you, there's definitely not. Yeah.
There's 200.
How much
Yeah,
copper to
yeah,
Waltz's
this
mom
was
give him to buy
probably bad.
breakfast?
I think I don't actually know.
I don't even
I
know if
think
I know
too.
this.
Blonde requests that we also find out who the worst fan is.
Can it technically
It's
be
gonna be
unknown?
who has the
if
lowest
I don't
score.
know
It's gonna be him, right?
Yeah.
it? Oh yeah, that's funny. The last place, man. You
10
deserve
copper
a
is
prize
correct.
too, for how little, like how poor hearing skills or whatever.
What is the name of the poison Dax had sewn into his sleeve?
Sewn?
Sewn?
I only know
Oh,
this because
boy.
I think I had to ask you for the spelling like 4 times.
Oh my goodness. Frithator is correct, which means peaceful poison in Old English. Yeah, I'm a nerd. All right.
You guys are familiar with Chinese waterboarding? The government's looking into this particular quiz as a replacement for that.
What was the name of Terrence? Yeah, this is how you get people to just like, yeah. Tell us what we want to know, otherwise you'll have to keep taking this quiz.
No.
The Mortals and Mortals podcast. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. It was
Oh,
top
so do
I
tier.
can only handle
Um,
25 questions. After that, it gets obsessive.
It was fun for a while, and now it's just agony.
Oh, my God,
gosh,
there's
we're past
51.
50.
I thought it was gonna end
I
at
don't
50.
remember making this many questions, guys.
This is a good question, though. I like
What have
this
you
one.
done, Zach? What have you done?
Where did Captain Perry get his name?
Oh, this is incredible.
You realize you're gonna have to show everyone because we hyped it up so much. You're gonna have to.
Oh yeah. He's so good at parrying, you fool. And I said he scooted.
Yeah.
Like this,
elbow.
like scooting across. Yeah, elbow flared out.
Little
right.
teapot.
Oh my goodness, guys.
This
Oh,
has gone
that was
off
so
the
good.
rails.
This is the name of the game they play. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna open it up the quiz to see how far we are. Hold on, I can do this.
50%.
People
or-
in like
or,
first
uh,
place are probably just dying for this quiz to be over. Like,
It's like, gosh,
Yeah.
I could have done so many better things with my Saturday or Sunday if you're in the future.
Oh my goodness. It is Shukara. Okay. Which of the following is one of Ryu's titles?
I don't know.
It's a long
Oh,
one.
shoot. It said is. I thought it said isn't. Never mind.
The Longhorn. We
That's
have
my dad's name.
4
Let's
questions
go,
left after this, by the
Ryu.
way. The Unbound, that is correct.
Okay, so 55-ish. Something like that.
Yeah.
How many more did you
More
say?
questions
Four?
left.
Yeah,
Where's
there's an
Walt's
AI
from?
writing more questions. That's funny.
That's what it felt like.
Zach
I was like, I
keeps
don't remember
adding
making
more.
this any.
You know what though? I'm
Okay,
impressed you made this big of a quiz. I was
Yeah,
expecting
we're
like,
very close. It
15 to
went
20.
so fast when Joel and I texted it, or tried
Well,
it.
I got
Killer
that
In
wrong.
my
Hours from-
defense, Zach,
Good job.
we had like
Dang.
31 questions at that point, so you added at
I don't
least
remember
20
making
more
20 more.
questions.
Who was the first PC to be down in combat in the campaign?
Oh, I remember this.
Ooh, I think
I remember this as well.
400. 4,000.
Oh,
Jules.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
How
Oh,
do
yeah,
you
my dog's
feel
on
about
stream.
that?
That was
I
my
only
dog.
remember that
That was
because
my dog.
oh,
Judy!
Oh, I know. Oh, they can't see that.
Woof.
Wolf.
Oh, fair.
She's a wolf.
Can we dox Junie?
Yeah,
What
where
do
does she
inhabitants
live?
of Caldora
Already
used to get
did.
from planet to planet?
Oh, I know the answer to that.
Bixby.
oh God, I
Is
hope
it
so.
Ryan?
Use Digsby to get from planet to
Uber.
planet.
Hello there.
That'll be one
Would
silver.
you like an apple?
I've been doing this
One
for
silver to
1,000
go to a
years.
planet.
Interplanetary.
No, it's a good job, everyone. Someone did say Digsby. That's probably Vaughn's one. Okay, I think 2 or 3 more left. What upsets Ryu?
What doesn't?
Right. Oh, is
should
this
it?
this is one of those any answer wins thing.
Yeah.
Michael says he missed his wedding for this.
Wow, Michael.
Good job, dude.
I don't
I
know
would
what to
say
click.
congrats.
We
man. It
appreciate it.
sounds
They're all
like-
correct.
Oh, okay. Are we done? Oh,
Oh.
no.
We have two left.
Okay.
We had 2 left 4 ago.
Now you guys see why I
Guys
don't
at
do
four.
Zach.
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember
this is the second to last question.
Oh my God.
This is kind of a tough one because it's been so long.
Tough if you're a dummy.
Yeah, it's tough
Yeah,
if you're a
true.
complete like
Tough
moron, right?
enough.
The answer is Nelly, and he's got an
Nelly
Owen Wilson nose.
Furtado.
Wow. Last
Wow.
question.
Promiscuous.
How many Owen
Last
Wilson
question.
references on
This is the
podcast?
last question, guys. Guaranteed.
I'm going with this one.
That's the final question, final boss.
Yeah.
Final
Hey.
question. Good job, guys. Of course.
Actually,
Who
the
would
one
start a
that keeps my
podcast?
characters alive.
Those are all correct, by the way. Good job, everyone. So proud of you. And we have a clear winner in Z3DT with 40 out of whatever 1,000 that I made. I don't know. And King Ranch Roel, you were 4 behind him. He did pull away at the end. So Z3DT, we know where to find you, bro. You get to pick out some merch on our shop and let us know which one you want, and we're gonna make sure you get it. We're gonna get it for you for free and ship it to you. So we'll be in contact with you, man, in the Discord. We know
Way to
where you
go.
are, bro.
Congratulations.
Way to go. I'm not
Yeah,
shocked you didn't know. Oh Lord. Yeah.
That includes
And
our
you
scores.
can download a certificate for this, by the
For
way.
everybody.
Yeah. Adam had 53. Ryan had 52. Walt
Oh, good
had,
job, Adam.
like I said, Taryn had 50, and
Well
Joel
played,
had 43. Dude,
You're
way to
a
go.
worthy
I
Hey,
only
guys.
got 43. Boo.
Yeah, real sorry that took forever. I didn't mean for that
Alright.
to take so long. We're back in the chat. I'm reading the chat now again.
All right.
Man.
All right. Back to our regular
Wow.
scheduled programming.
Whew, yeah, which was community appreciation is what we were supposed to be doing a while ago. So let's do that while we open gifts.
Right. Yeah. We can
Let's do
just
that while we open each other's gifts.
multitask.
We'll talk about community appreciation. So
Yeah, wait, where are we in our?
yeah,
What-
we just
We're an
bled two
hour and a
together.
half
We need
behind.
to. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, that took a full stream. Bye, guys. Oh man.
A quick thank you to the community. All right, moving
Yeah,
on.
that's after the crew Z3TD. You were the just behind the crew, and questions answered correctly. I'm so glad you missed your wedding for this, Michael. I really appreciate it.
He's a real one.
Eric, so close. Eric was so close, man. He had it for a while, but then I made 10,000 questions, and he just ran out of steam. It's
Yeah.
like It's like taking an ACT or whatever. You're like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, you
Hans
really
Swanson
screwed
says I
him,
should
Zach.
listen more and meme less. I don't know.
I
kinda
disagree.
prefer you
Stop
sticking
memeing
your
blonde
meme
songs.
I
game.
disagree.
The memes are
Nobody
the reason
memes
I
like
remembered
blonde.
some of those.
Eric, it's okay.
Cool. Hey guys, so let's start opening gifts from each other, and while we're doing that, let's talk about why we appreciate the community and things they've done for us, and because that's the greatest gift of all. You know what I'm saying? So who wants to open gifts first? Should I just
Adam,
open my
go
gifts
ahead.
first? Oh, Adam, go ahead.
You want me to go?
Adam, open your gift.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while Adam's doing that,
Zach
Adam, where is your stuff from? Is it from Zach?
Zach got me this stuff.
oh, I got Adam's
Is
stuff
there?
again.
I don't
Wait,
know
did
if
you
you
not
would
know that?
which one's which, but is there one I should open first?
No, you can open them in a
This
newer.
one's more fun. Okay.
Yeah, do whatever. Is there like does the
Okay.
packaging make it really clear what it is?
No, I didn't even pay attention
Oh,
on
okay, cool.
purpose. Just
By
in
the way,
case.
the other day I ordered my wife's stuff for Christmas, and the packages showed up, and I was like, "What is this stuff? Like, who's this for?" And I like showed it to her, and it had like the name of like where it came from, so she knows like what her gift is. And I'm
Incredible.
like a
Oh,
complete
dang
idiot.
it.
And then I did it a second time with the second package because Taryn is sending me gifts, and I was like trying to make sure like which ones they were, so she knows both of her Christmas gifts. Because
Oh,
Whoops.
what you got, bro? Hold it up, Adam.
it's a dice bag.
Ooh.
Yay!
I got some.
Pouch of
I got
stuff.
some liquid core dice.
Oh heck yeah! Liquid
Ooh,
core.
Yeah, dog.
What's
Get
liquid
the-
core mean?
Oh, someone said we should roll for initiative.
It's a
to
type
open
of like.
presents.
That's a cool.
Oh, that would've
Oh,
been
dang
smart.
it.
Should have.
We'll
We
do that
still
after
can
Adam.
for the rest.
We'll just say
We'll
Adam
do that
got
after Adam.
20.
That's a great idea. We're rolling for
Adam
initiative.
had
Oh, these
sneak
are
attack.
beautiful. Look at this.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah,
Those are some
nice.
jewels dice,
Those are
dude.
very jewels
I don't know if
dice.
you
Yeah,
can really
those are.
see
It's like
the
jewel colors.
liquidness, but there's like it's all sparkly and liquidy inside. I
Dude,
love
yeah.
these. These are
Cool.
sweet, and they're sharp. Which
Are they
I
edible?
love sharp dice.
I wanted them to poke you, basically.
I
What do they
love
taste
sharp
like?
dice. I don't know if it's like a common
If you
thing
drop
to
the
have a
D4 and
preference.
step on it, you'll die. So
I don't know if it's a common thing to have a preference on sharp or soft die, but I love
Sharp die
dice.
over everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. And part 2.
Oh, Michael made a good point. Make sure not to hold the packages up to the camera with your address.
Oh, did
Oh,
I?
yeah.
I
I'm
don't
already
know.
doxxed, but
Oh,
Yeah, true.
hold up. How do I
What
open
is
this?
it, Adam? Adam,
Open
what is
it, man.
open
Is
it,
it
Adam.
taped? Oh, I'm
Adam.
opening the wrong
Ryan,
side.
Oh, we
your
want to see.
Ryan, your
Wait,
Santa
should I
hat makes it
open it?
look like you have blonde hair a little
Maybe.
bit, like at a
Maybe.
glance.
This
Maybe
is-
you try.
So you
Blonde
should
hair?
maybe consider that.
I'm scared
Going
because I don't
blonde?
want.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is like
They
stuck
do
in
have
here
more
on
fun.
purpose or if it just.
true.
I don't
I
know what
take
you're
this in?
looking at, bro. Just rip it out. Just destroy it, whatever it is. I don't even care.
I'd be
I'm
smart.
scared. I don't want to break it. It's a minifig of Jules.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Yes, it's a custom hero
Check
forge.
Oh,
No
Check.
way!
that out. How
That's
sweet is
awesome.
I looked
He's
at all
got-
your session sketches of him, and I made sure I got like everything.
This is
about his
incredible.
clothes.
That's so
So
cool.
there's a third part
I
of your
love
gift
this.
in
Oh,
that
man.
like I figured you'd want to paint it yourself. So whatever like
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
paints
dude.
you need are covered on as part of the gift too. I just didn't want to like pick those out for you because I know you're artistic and probably would want your own way of like doing it. Because on custom on Hero Forge you can like matte color it, but I figured you'd want to like do it yourself. So
Yeah, this is sweet.
yeah, man. Dude,
Look
yeah,
at
I was
that.
pumped
I
making
don't
that.
know
I
if
had
you
so
can-
much fun making that.
Is that edible too?
Yeah, you can eat it too. Also, if you're ever like hungry or anything, you can just
What?
eat it.
What a
Yeah.
devilishly handsome Azucchetti.
That guy looks mildly like Brad Pitt.
Brad
Yeah.
Pitt-esque.
And he's got, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, you
Dude,
should have
thanks,
printed him in
Zach.
the booty shorts. The
Dude, no
Daniel
problem.
Craig
All right, hey guys, let's roll for
theme.
initiative. See who opens next.
I gotta get my
Okay,
dice.
I gotta go get my
And I'm the
dice.
GM, so I can lie about my roll.
Adam, can you roll for me with
I
your
got an
new
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, let me
I
roll.
got 11.
What are we rolling initiative with?
A
that's
It's a
D20.
D20, dude. Well, for
I
Terran,
know,
you roll a
but-
D4.
What's our modifier?
Nothing, just
Yeah.
flat check, dude.
15,
check it.
T-Dog.
18.
All right. That means Joel. Oh wait, Ryan's not here. That's fine though, right? That Ryan's not here.
He's right there.
Oh, he's changing the fire on his TV to a different fire.
I should be doing some community appreciation during this, by the
Yeah.
way. So first, I just want to say,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
literally every single listener, like, we appreciate you, like, obviously, because when we made this, we're
100%.
like, hey, what if we had like 20 people listen? Wouldn't that be insane? And that obviously has like been surpassed, and it like blew all of our expectations. So like, any of you that are consistently sticking with us and listening, we immensely appreciate, because this, like, we have a ton of fun doing this, but it is like work, and we could just play by ourselves and not make a podcast. So like, you guys like being invested in the story is like what makes us keep going. So yeah, like all the listeners. Brian, did you roll your initiative?
Nope, ready for it?
Roll it up. Yeah, roll it up, bro. And then I really got to give a special shout out to patrons, because
Totally.
like, there's a lot of
Thank
costs
you
associated
so
with
much.
this, and
Yeah.
I think our wives would probably be like, "All right, guys, chill. Like, why are you spending all our money on this podcast stuff?" So, like, just having those like funds to be able to do stuff like this, like hand out gifts and prizes at this sort of thing, and cover our hosting costs, and
For sure.
the subscription for sound effects and Ryan's music software and hosting on Buzzsprout, and like all these things that we're doing is all like funded by you guys, and you're the reason like we can keep going. And you guys are just awesome, dude. Like, hanging out with you guys in the Discord has been so much fun. I know a lot of you are in
It's-
here right now. We
it's
can always count on you
A
guys.
ton of fun.
Yeah. What'd you get, Ryan?
I got a 17.
All right, so Joel, you open up first.
All right. Whew.
Zed mentioned asking about doing a PO box or something. I could see that
Oh,
being
yeah.
a thing, but the problem is that we all live. Well, most of us live
Yeah,
far.
none of
apart.
us
It
live
would
in the
def-
same place at all.
Right.
Yeah,
We'd have to
But-
make somebody tribute, I guess.
we'd have to
Also-
create a streamer house.
I also want to say, like, something that I love is reviews and like ratings, because that's what helps the show grow. Like, anytime someone writes a review on Apple Podcasts, hey, if you don't listen on Apple Podcasts, if you listen on like Spotify or something, if you could hop on there and give us like a rating on there, and maybe even write a review, because that's like of all the platforms, that's like one of our lowest ones, and we kind of just want to like grow that a bit. That would really help us out, because that's what makes the show grow, is people scanning through and then seeing something like, oh, these have good ratings. That's what helps us like stand out. Yeah, so just all the Spotify ratings, all that stuff, Podcast Addict, everything like that. Really appreciate it. And whenever we're like feeling the work, if you just read one of those reviews anytime we get a new one, that like
Seriously.
seriously pumps us up. We always share them. We see every single review. Love it.
Yeah.
Who?
That's not understating at all. It's incredible to just see people, like, you don't have to do that. It's so easy
Yeah,
to
that's
just
taking
go on
time out of your day.
about your
Yeah,
day.
that's awesome.
So to sit down and just say all those incredible things.
Because I've been the listener
just-
that listens to something and doesn't rate or write reviews, because
Right,
I'm the
yeah.
worst. So it's just like knowing that like people do that for us is like I just love and appreciate
Yeah.
it so much.
It's incredible.
Who's opening their
Thank you so
gift?
much.
Joel, are you
Me.
opening it?
Joel
Who-
is.
this is
show it
from
up.
Adam.
Yeah.
All right. There's not really a. Oh. Let's see.
Bubble
Yeah,
wrap.
let's see.
Bubble wrap, my
I know
favorite.
what this is actually. Yeah, Joel's simple. He just likes to pop bubble wrap, so we got him for that. Yeah,
Yep. Happy
cheapest
birthday.
one.
We're constantly
Merry
cutting it
Christmas.
from the episode.
Merry Christmas.
Mara Chrysler.
You packaged it very well, I will say.
I literally packaged it myself.
While he's opening that, another thing I love is whenever someone makes a Reddit post saying, "Hey, what actual plays I should listen to?" and you guys just come out in like swarms and say like Mortals and Portals, because you're not just like converting one new listener for us. Like, anyone who opens that post and sees all you guys advocating for us, like, because we can go on there and be like, "I'm in a show called Mortals and Portals," and they're like, "Yeah, like obviously you like your show." So when you guys hop on there and like tell them the reasons you like it, that is incredibly helpful. really, really appreciate that stuff too.
No way.
Oh, hold it up, Joel.
Dude,
Hold it up.
it's a Dax head dice tower.
What the?
I learned 3D for you, bro.
Holy
Dude,
crap!
What a
You like
fantastic.
stick the
3D
dice
printed. Adam
in
wins.
there, comes
Adam
out
showed
the
us up.
mouth. Now I gotta
Oh,
try
that's
it.
insane.
Adam, that's a fantastic gift.
You made
Oh.
that?
Whoops.
I
Oh,
made
but it's
I
broken.
made the 3D thing. Special shout out to my buddy Nate who helped me 3D print it.
The Nate I know.
Different Nate.
Oh.
Although you might
Okay,
know him
never
as well.
mind.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you met him in the past.
Oh, I know
but
who you're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
He's actually a patron as well. So thank
Thanks,
you, Nate,
Nate.
for your support and for helping us get this thing for Joel.
And that's not all,
And-
because you can't have a dice tower without some sick Dax themed, I think.
Yes, sir.
They,
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
hollow dice as well. I don't.
Dragon Eye.
How do influencers
Dice.
do this?
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah,
There's
it's a
an
dragon
eyeball
eye.
in it. I can't. It's gonna be
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to show the camera.
It's always
but
pointing up, so it's hard to show.
Oh, really? Whoa,
Yeah.
that's cool too.
I'll
That
I'll
was
post
cool.
a picture on our Instagram. But
Adam, do you have
Oh,
the
yeah.
prototype?
dude,
Yeah.
his teeth
You
are
wanna give the
sharp. You gotta be
backstory on it, too?
careful.
You want to do that now?
Yeah, give the backstory on that right now too, just while we're in it.
Okay. So, Zach and I's nephew, Eli, also has a 3D printer, and
out to
I
Eli.
had to work out some bugs on my design, and getting it to, just work a little better. But Eli helped me out with printing the prototype, so I have that here as
Nice.
well, and it
Dude.
still works. Just had to work out some kinks on my end.
This is the
Yeah.
coolest thing in
But-
the world. I'm so excited.
So that prototype, because we have two of these, that's the special gift. So we're gonna randomly select
Oh,
someone in
yeah.
attendance, and we're gonna ship them this prototype Dax Head dice tower,
That's awesome.
and that'll be
So,
yours to paint it
thank
if you want.
you.
Just roll dice in it. Thank you, Eli.
Eli,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
so much, and thanks for your support because he's a huge fan of the podcast as well.
Eli's the man, dude. Shout
Elizabeth,
out to
we'll make sure
Eli.
you're in that list
Thanks, buddy.
since you were here for most of it.
Yeah, anyone that's in attendance right now is gonna be added to that list, right, Ryan? You've been adding
Yeah.
people to the list. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Dude,
Um,
I am beside myself, Adam. I appreciate that. That's super cool.
You're welcome, dude.
I can't wait to use
Dude,
these
awesome.
spiky dice in his.
Yeah.
next in initiative for opening gifts.
Oh, it's me, I think, right? Ryan,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
And we're
I
gonna
got
pick
Eric.
the random winner at the end of us opening gifts. So stay
wait, what'd
tuned
you
if you
get?
want that
17?
Dax dice head.
Ryan, you got
You're next
17?
turn.
I got a 17, yeah.
Oh, then Ryan's next. I got 15.
Oh, okay.
We ended up going in the same order that we introduced ourselves.
Sick.
Isn't that
Oh,
cool?
that is
Oh
interesting.
yeah, look at that.
Life
Well,
Dice
Dice
Zach
tell
is
their own
first.
tale.
Oh yeah, I guess Zach didn't go at all yet.
Dude, that is.
My appreciation thing is even just reading through the comments right now, people are like saying how much they like the podcast and saying really nice things. So that's even cool. This wasn't even supposed to be our appreciation moment. This was supposed to be
Right.
your guys' appreciation.
Yeah,
moment.
stop it, guys. Cut it out right now.
But yeah, I also appreciate any like comments we get about little things, like especially whenever anything comes up about the music, just because this is like dream scenario for me to be able to make music to like cater to specific moments and stuff like that happens in the podcast. So when
For sure.
people mention stuff about that specifically, I'm like, oh, my heart.
Dude, you crushed the music. You
Yeah,
guys can't,
Doug.
like, I don't want to spoil anything,
Amazing.
but episode 30, there's a banger of a song in there that Ryan comes out with, and I'm so excited for
Aaron's
everybody.
super excited about this. He
100%.
demanded we all listen to it immediately. Who's opening right now?
Ryan,
Or are we waiting for
I
Zach to
am.
get back?
Yeah, I can wait for Zach. Is there one that you want me to open first too, Joel? I've got like a white package, a brown package, and then there's a box.
Zach
No,
is
you
back.
can just
Zach
go for
Attack
it.
is back.
Okay.
It
I'm gonna
they're,
eat some peanut butter M&Ms if that's cool.
they're
That's
fairly
cool. I missed
unrelated.
you, though.
I went to see
I-
Godzilla -1 last night, and
And?
I brought these M&Ms. And Godzilla -1 is awesome. It's a very classic
Illegal.
throwback Godzilla movie. You can tell
This
they're
live stream sponsored
big
by
fans of the
Godzilla
original.
-1.
It's
Yeah, I guess.
Gabimaru the Hollow.
Who's that?
For anyone who doesn't know yet how much I like anime that might be listening, I like anime a lot. And Hell's Paradise, I'm surprised you even remember this, Joel, because I feel like I've mentioned it like maybe once or twice.
I had help.
Or was I? Oh, did you?
I knew it was related at least somewhat, but no, I had some
Was it
help.
Taryn?
Maybe.
I feel like was there a day
No.
you were like texting me, Taryn, about like
Yeah.
good anime or something like that?
Right.
Was that because of
Yeah.
that?
Joel
Basically,
texted me, he's like, "Hey, do you know what show that's from, or something?" And I was like, "Well, let me just ask Ryan. Hey, Ryan, what show is that from?"
right? Because I was like, I know
Two-second
Ryu is
thing.
like based on stuff, but
Hold it up closer to the mic. I want to see the design.
That is really cool. That's a beautiful color too.
That's really
I
sweet.
like that color.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of pink too, actually. So I'm glad you
Yeah.
got pink.
it seemed like something you'd like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's dope.
All right,
I love getting to chat with our patrons on the Discord. Like,
The Discord's so
we're just a
fun.
bunch of regular dudes, and it's weird, but in an awesome way, to think that there's people that are just giving their money to be in a space where we can just converse and chat. And yeah, it's like I wish I could meet and hang out with everyone.
I'm like legit friends with them. I feel like it's
Right.
it's so fun.
Yeah.
I love checking the Discord. Like my
Mhm.
wife's constantly catching me like laughing at like stupid memes and just like, the
For
stuff you
sure.
guys say in there. It's so fun.
But it's like, it's so weird. Like, I haven't met these people, but I feel like they're my friends and I know them, you know? It's
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
cool
Yeah,
experience
we
for
got
sure.
tater pictures in there, man. We got sick memes. We got people helping with rules. Yeah, shout
It's
out
even-
to all like the rules help that we've gotten in there, by the way.
Yep.
Special shout out to Z3DT. That dude's like a rule. He's our pro bono rules lawyer, and he's like super nice about like correcting us or like helping us out. And I've like personally reached out to him a couple times with like questions.
sure.
Because it'd be really easy to just like dogpile us and bury us for getting rules wrong, because like we obviously do. So really appreciate just like the grace with that stuff and just
Mhm.
being constructive and helping us out.
Yeah.
But yes,
Absolutely.
just special shout out to our patrons. We love you.
Mm-hmm.
We love
I got two more.
getting to
Open it up,
chat
Ryan.
with you.
Let's go.
Hang
Let's
out.
go, Big Rye.
Two more.
You know, at like the holiday party
spoiled.
or whatever you celebrate, when you just get to sit there and watch other people open presents. That's what
Uh-huh.
we're recreating for people right now.
I know it's
Oh, yeah.
great.
All right. what
I'm
am I
very
looking
curious
at
which
here?
one you have
Dak,
in
I
your hand.
love these dice.
Are
These are
these like
so cool,
guitar
man.
pedals?
That-
Is this a guitar pedal or does this connect through the
it's a guitar pedal.
sick, bro? Dude,
Dude, a guitar
It
pedal.
should interface with everything
good
else
idea.
too. Like you could, if you really wanted to, put it on your piano and whatnot.
That's interesting. No, that's awesome
Yeah.
because I don't have a lot of like live stuff to be able to play my guitar with.
Right.
So, and like pedals is something I've always wanted to get at some point, and now I have one. There's a little box here too that I'm opening.
That is
There's gonna be a
unrelated.
guitar solo in the next episode of just Ryan
There better
shredding
be.
guitar. It's gonna drown out all the vocals. He's like,
Yeah, right. It's just gonna be like me turning the reverb to the max up on this reverb pedal. Sorry if anyone didn't get to see what it is. I might even be backwards
Yeah.
for you guys. I don't know.
No,
That's going to
awesome.
be Jules' new catchphrase anytime he hits somebody.
What's that?
Yeah, yeah.
Llama.
Oh,
All right, sorry, I'm struggling.
No, you
much
got it.
tape on here.
You got it, Ryan.
They must have
You
put
can
like a
train 'em first.
child-proof thing on here.
Yeah, they knew.
Yeah.
Another appreciation thing I have is just like literally anyone who posts or comments anywhere. If you
Yeah.
put a post on a Reddit, if you comment on a YouTube video, if you comment on Spotify, if you write reviews, any kind of engagement whatsoever is just amazing. It always makes their day. Like seriously, and then I just love watching the community interact in any way, and just like comments on other people's posts and just hearing people's opinions. Like in our Discord, we hear like fan theories and just like all this stuff. It's just so much fun. It's so rewarding. So anyone who takes the time to post, engage. Special shout out to the Ronin. I know we shouted out to you in an episode, but this man, I'm assuming man, has commented on every single episode that we put on YouTube, and they're not just like, "Hey, good job." They're like super thoughtful comments, and
Yeah,
like
I
I
love
just
Ronan.
really got to give you your props, man, for commenting and just giving us like meaningful feedback every episode.
Yeah.
I know I can always count on
Constructive and-
something from you, so it's just
Yeah.
really appreciate it. Special shout out to you, man. Appreciate it.
These are the coolest dice I've ever
Are they
seen.
bullet dice?
They're
Yeah.
bullet dice.
That is sick.
they fit tough. I kind of.
I was gonna say they're incredibly apropos.
So how do you roll them? Do you like spin it?
So yeah, there's like a number on each side.
Comes with a gun.
And yeah, you roll it. Yeah, you fire them off, and then just whatever one, just like regular dice is face up. I was curious about the 20 on here though, and how that was gonna work, but it's still they
Yeah.
just like subdivided enough so that you can tell when it's on here.
Everyone roll initiative.
This is my wife, Anna. She lets me play and make a podcast.
Hi,
Hey, Anna.
Anna. Thanks for letting Zach do this.
Yeah, I can see it.
Anna, here's your 15 minutes of fame.
You're
Say
right there.
something funny.
Oh, this is lagging. You're about to walk in the door. This is lagging. So that's you walking in the door. Yeah.
Ain't she
Yeah,
great?
This is my wife.
He lets
She's the
Zach
best.
stay up
She
late.
lets me
Anna.
stay up way too late recording
Yeah.
podcast episodes.
Hey, Anna,
being
sorry
super
we made
nosy.
him stay up until like midnight that one
Yeah, that was
night.
totally our
Yeah,
fault and not
whoops.
his fault at all.
Yeah.
Don't be.
Yeah, she can't hear you guys, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know where you found those,
Okay.
Joel, but those.
We'll
They
talk
said, "Hey,
later.
sorry, we made Zach stay up till midnight the other night recording an episode." She's like, "Yeah." That's great.
Don't bring it up.
She's like, "Don't bring it up again."
present opening ASMR.
Zach, don't you have one more? Or
I got
Ryan?
one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ryan, Joel. I'm Zach.
Sorry, my bad. I forget.
It's
You
just
guys,
a glitter bomb.
you guys
The
all,
glitter bomb.
Yeah.
you all
like
look the
ladybugs.
same. I don't know.
Oh, that would be amazing.
All right, I'm destroying this box because
You
there's
look
way
like
too much
you're-
tape on here.
Going through it, dude.
Yeah.
Training for this.
Thanks, Anna.
GM wife.
GM
over
wife.
Steve.
GM wife.
GM wife, Rusty.
Incorrect spelling all around.
Oh, I love it.
Jeez.
Bruh.
Santa, help.
Jeez, dude, that poor box. Did you say Santa?
What'd you
help?
send him, dude?
It's,
All right, I
It's a
removed the lid.
extremely taped box. That's
Almost.
the present.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle box.
All right, I dominated like 30 minutes of stream time with a quiz, so you can kill some time opening a box.
And once I like think I have one part open, there's tape covering this other part. Oh,
yeah, good
God.
point, Michael. Where's your katana? Wouldn't that
Yeah.
help?
Whip that thing
Oh,
out,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, no, that's for human, like on people use only.
Oh, sure. Wouldn't want to dull the blade with cardboard.
Looks like a giant diaper.
Weird Irish song.
Jokes
It's,
on you. I've been
very
saving my
Vulcan-esque
daughters.
spelling. That's why Zach married her in the first place.
It's diapers. No, thank you, Joel. Thanks.
For those long sessions, you know.
Yeah.
What are they?
God.
Socks.
Hey, Zach,
No.
you got it right.
You got it, Ryan.
I
You got it, Ryan. Come on.
resorted to full on tearing. All right, it's a. Oh, that's so funny.
Whoa.
It's tough.
It's a robot
It
cat,
is.
dude. It's tough.
Oh,
Holy
that's
cow.
too funny.
For real
Dude,
from the
that'll get you in the mindset.
1990s.
Okay, it doesn't turn on yet though. I'll
It says
test this out
it said it
later.
worked in the eBay ad. I don't know.
Okay,
We
yeah, I guess
promised
we'll
it
find
would.
out.
I,
Oh, this is gonna be a great desk decoration though.
heck yeah.
I have
Thank
to
you,
get him some
Gabriel.
little goggles too.
Thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for
Thanks,
stopping
Joel.
by,
Enjoy.
Gabriel.
Thank
Hope
you.
Enjoy watching later. There's a super long quiz later. You can skip
Ouch.
it if you if you don't want it.
Good presents, Joel. Thank you.
It's hard for
You're
women to go
welcome.
after about a cat, by the way, Ryan. Tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
I
didn't
just
know,
don't-
Jules said.
I just like to
like
cuddle.
Jules said. I just like to cuddle.
Can I go?
That
Yeah.
box was
Yeah,
tough.
Taryn, you can go, bro.
All right.
Oh, that's great. Did you guys see that? That box was
The
tough.
box was tough.
Nice. And I just want to say I appreciate everyone sticking with us. Like it feels like
Dude,
we've
yeah.
been doing this for months now, and like there's so many times.
I mean, almost a year
ooh, what this
Mhm.
is?
from when we started recording.
Yeah.
Oh. Ryan got me an Attack on Titan shirt.
Yes.
Dude, Taryn loves Attack on Titan,
Oh
dude.
yeah. I
If you
do.
don't know this, it's about 50% of what Taryn
I
talks
thought that
about.
T-shirt
Yeah,
looked
at
metal
least.
AF too.
Dude, it's crazy because like this is like in the first episode,
Mhm.
and I always tell people if you watch the first episode of Attack on Titan and you're not hooked and you don't like it, don't even bother. But this is like
Yeah.
the scene that gets like that at least got me hooked. Where I was like,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
what?
Brutal.
What the gosh darn is happening right now?
So just like no spoilers, but like Walt's time travel-y kind of stuff is because Taryn loved that about Attack on Titan, and I've only seen season 1 of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I haven't
So,
gotten to that
That's
part either.
kind of where that came
I just-
from. I wanted to
yeah.
help him. You know, that's what it's about. He wants to play through stuff like that he likes
Yeah.
from media, so that's kind of where that came from.
Which is another reason why you're such a great GM, is because you let us experience those types of things.
I will never
Like-
kill Jules. Good job. You've earned it.
Suckers.
Oh, I think you're a good
Suckers.
GM too.
Got to him first. No, it's
Too late, Ryan.
Too
Way
late.
too late, Ryan.
After I finished, like
Watch now, I'm gonna be like tired of him and trying to kill him.
after I finished the whole series of Attack on Titan, I called Zach, and like there was times where he's like, "Well, hey, I'm busy, real quick," and like set time aside for me to explain the whole entire plot of Attack on Titan to him. And I just went
Oh,
through. I was
man.
like, I
Jeez.
have
That
to tell
Charlie
you
Kelly
this.
meme where he's like describing Pepe
Yep.
Sylvia, and he's like,
Sylvia.
everything.
Yeah.
That's like Karen
Good
talking about Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Box is full of Pepe.
But yeah, going back to like appreciating everyone sticking with us because we've come so far and there's so many things that have happened. And like my whole idea, at least like for Waltz, was like not to have too much written and let the story kind of like guide his personality and like the development and everything. And so sticking with us through that whole process, and like we'll get to episodes that we're super proud of and we're super excited to share with everybody. And it's awesome that people have stuck with us this long that are going to see those and experience those with us and kind of share it with us.
Absolutely, because like we hope we improve over time. Like we hope we get better at roles. We hope the story becomes more rewarding. So it's like we always just hope people get that far. So the fact that people are willing to stick with us and grow alongside us and stuff like that, it's just awesome.
Ryan got me this LED lamp because
Whoa.
I'm in a new home phase where like usually I don't put anything in my house and I just leave it barren. But then I realized if you actually decorate it and make it like a warm space, it's way better to go back home when you're done with work and everything.
Mhm.
So he got me this
That's
awesome. Yeah, he got me this awesome lamp because I just bought. I'm really into candles right now. Same idea. You light a candle, way different vibe in your house. So
Love
this
candles,
is awesome
dude.
to have.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Candles are
funny
great.
thing with the lamp, I had 2 other things that I got Taryn because we said that we wanted them to be like TTRPG. What the?
What the?
You did it.
How
you
did I
did
do
it.
that?
I don't know. I forget.
Did you do that?
People see that?
Yeah.
Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, Ryan.
Double
How you
thumbs
doing?
up.
Or
Got to do 2 thumbs up.
How did I
you
make
doing, Adam?
balloons come up?
Is it 2 peace signs? No.
Okay.
Okay, this is
So
the
we're
rest.
doing
Okay.
thumbs up?
This is
Hold
the
on.
rest of the live stream.
Oh yeah, we're good.
But anyway, so like we said they had to be TTRPG related. So I got him 2 other things that ended up getting like stolen from his property.
Oh
But
no.
even then I was like,
That's
I only got these things because like I felt like they needed to be, TTRPG. So then we were just like, what's something that you actually want? And the lamp came up. So that's where the lamp came from in case it seems like random.
I just ordered like a planner and one of these like caffeine pills that I use for like workouts and just to get energy going. And those got stolen off my. Everything gets stolen here. I don't
Where's
even
Pirates,
like the
bro?
That's
lame.
lame.
It's Jules,
Be a
man.
JoJo.
And I think
But yeah, having a good
Amazon's
vibe when
like,
you're playing a
yoink.
TTRPG is the best. Like if you got a candle going and it's like kind of like nice dim lighting and you're just playing, like that's the vibe, man.
Oh, nice. And I got another lamp, a Dragon Ball lamp, because me and
Oh, sweet.
dude, me
Heck
and
yeah.
Zach grew up on Dragon Ball Z. Like that was 90%
Yeah, same.
growing up.
So Taryn and I used to like in like grade school would like go back primary school for you those of you in Europe, I think. I don't know. We would
Good
go
effort.
home, watch the episode, and then we'd call each other on our landline phones after the episode and be like, dude, that was so cool when Goku went Super Saiyan 3. And you're like, yeah, man, that was sick. And then we'd just hang up,
All right, bye.
How
do you
old is
remember
that
one
work,
day-
Aaron?
This is really off topic, but do you remember like one time? Oh, turned on.
Oh,
Where like we put
it's a
the phone up to the toilet and flushed the toilet because we thought that was the funniest thing in the world. Like,
yeah, we'd be like, hold on, bro.
you hear the toilet flushing?
My mom's like,
Like
stop
7
bringing
years-
the phone up to the toilet. I'm talking to
We're like-
Taryn.
We're like 7 years old at this point, so
Oh, so good.
Is
Awesome.
that hard or
So much.
squishy or what?
no, it's hard.
Okay.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
love
for you.
things like that. So that's
Hey,
gonna be
what
nice.
Dragon Ball is it? 4-star? 4-star
4
Dragon Ball?
star, baby.
Oh, it's a 4-star Dragon Ball. Yo.
4 star Dragon
Can it
Ball.
be any other?
I don't know what that.
Cool.
What's that?
All
I
right.
don't know what that means.
Thank you
That's
so much.
that's a Dragon Ball Goku always had. That he
Oh.
got from his grandpa.
Ryan,
Grandpa
thank you. I
Gohan.
love you.
Yeah, I love you more, Taryn. I hope you think they're at least okay presents.
I'll use.
Hey,
I
I love you guys
I'll
too.
use every
I love
single
you
one of
guys
these.
too.
Thank you.
Is it my turn? I only care about my presents. I've been waiting so patiently. I don't.
I think
Can I
I
go?
think we ran out of time.
I think
Zach.
we gotta call it.
Yeah.
All right,
We gotta
Zach, go
call
ahead
it.
and move them. Oh, and Zach, you got
Is where we'll end, dog.
Maybe just one more round of trivia before we go.
Zach, you got one more coming, but the people took. I didn't realize that it was like 4 to 6 weeks on the delivery.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're good, bro. You're
Ryan,
good.
you also have another one that I'm kind of stoked about. You'll have to post it on the Instagram or something when it comes, but it
I
Oh.
noticed.
It
Sweet.
also is delayed a little
I'm
bit.
excited
we got
about it
here?
too.
Joel,
What is
you
this?
spoiled me.
Open her
Ooh,
up.
yo, is this a tumbler, bro?
I don't know.
Doesn't know.
You don't know what it is?
Sorry.
Dude, is this for my old fashions? Dude.
Dude.
It was
Oh.
those is old fashioned.
In pretty much
The only
every
way I can
episode.
put up with you guys.
Yeah,
No, I feel that.
I'll take the blame for that.
Dude, this is classy, man. Dude, check it out, dude.
So it'll look
Ooh.
cool when there's like liquid in there, but it's supposed to be like
Yeah,
a golden
dude.
mountain when you fill it up.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's like
all right.
it's like concave.
Yeah,
Go
concave
make-
or
go make
convex.
one right
I
now.
guess it depends on which
Yeah, just-
side
So
you're
he said a
looking at.
mountain,
It
not
is
a cave.
240. Yeah,
Nice.
dude, this is sweet. I'm gonna feel
5
so
o'clock somewhere.
sophisticated and cool, bro. You're the man.
Does
that
it
looks
does it
awesome
feel
when I sit
solid?
it down.
Does it feel
Yeah, it's real solid, man.
sturdy? Good. Good.
Throw it
Yeah,
at the
dude.
wall.
You want me to?
Yeah,
you want
throw
me
it
to
at the
bash
wall.
it on the table?
Yeah.
Should I?
Ash on
Yeah.
your head.
Should I bash it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a head
Dude,
crack.
that was awesome. Really appreciate it.
Maybe
I gotta
bite
get.
it.
Let's see. What's another thing I appreciate about the community?
So I have a kind of a cool story. I mean, it's not a cool
Oh.
story. I mean, you guys have heard this.
I will forget
No, two of
The
you. Two
dumb
of you have.
story.
It's not a cool story.
No,
but
it's super not a
it's-
cool story, actually.
It's
What a way to start off.
I don't know. I don't know how to
I
explain.
can't
So
wait.
I'll just get into it. A friend of mine who loves the show had to put their dog down.
Super
sucks.
cool so
So,
far.
That's not
Amazing.
cool.
Not a cool story. But yeah, so doggos are great,
it.
and we don't, humans don't deserve them. But he's going through that right now. So I reached out to him, just told him how sorry I was, and he responded back, and he told me that Mortals and Portals has helped him kind of distract himself from the grief and just have those little pockets of, happiness working through that. So
No way.
That's easily
just
the
the
coolest
idea
thing.
that
Let's be
Yeah.
honest. It's just helping
the
someone through
idea
that, at all.
that we can help people through that just by us being goofballs and
For sure.
getting together and playing together. It's pretty darn
What
neat.
is
So,
this, bro?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
Bro,
try it
what
out.
is this, dude?
Bro,
I
don't
kind of know, but I don't really
this
know.
a-
Like, open it up and
Wait, is this
open up
like?
the nook.
Wait, I can shoot a dice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
And it
saw
rolls
those when
it?
I was
Wait,
looking
hold
for
on. Wait, what?
Ryan's.
Yeah,
Hold
right.
on.
I want to know.
It's like a 6-shooter, but like with dice.
So hold it up to the camera.
I'm trying to figure it out right now. And then
Oh,
it
sick.
comes with like a dice rounds.
Oh,
dude.
that's awesome.
This
oh,
would
so
make it
you-
really applicable when I'm killing characters.
Are they
man.
bullets too?
Yes.
Yeah, they are bullets too.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out, but I'm like too stupid. Push.
Wow,
up
Joel, I bet
to
you feel
open.
stupid for not giving me the gun
I know, right?
part.
I saw it. I was tempted to get that one.
You saw that one too?
Yeah.
I can't figure this out. I'm too stupid.
You
There's
can
a big
figure it
old
out later.
sticker that says push up to open, and I'm like trying to push up to open. But I'm too embarrassed to do this on stream for too long. But I'm guessing I can like shoot the dice and get the roll from the dice.
Somehow.
'cause
Yeah,
it's
I
got,
couldn't really
like,
comprehend it either.
it's got like all of the numbers of the dice on it. Dude, that's gonna be like all my killing blows on you guys.
Thanks, Aaron, for
Yeah.
making Ryan
Perfect,
feel worse
dude.
about his.
Yeah.
Oh,
Classy,
I got
man.
rid of these
Cool.
stupid
Yeah, no,
regular
no, I
ones.
still like
Anytime.
mine.
Super cool.
It's still
I'm
good.
gonna have a lot of fun messing
Anytime-
with this, dude.
Anytime Zach has to like roll multiple dice, we're gonna be sitting there just waiting.
Wa-
It's like,
waiting
Hold
for
on,
the
I gotta
load.
reload. I gotta reload.
That is so cool, dude. I'm like really excited because I'm getting like a office set up soon, like a home office.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
I'll
nice.
definitely have that on there. That's gonna be super cool. People are gonna be like, "Bro,
Mhm.
what is that?" Like, let me show you. Thanks, man. Dude, hey, so we gotta pick someone to win this prototype dice roller. The Stacks Head. So who's got the names that can roll that
Oh,
up?
I
Ryan,
do.
you got that ready
Yeah.
to go?
Yeah,
All
so
right,
how
let's
do we want to
figure
do
out-
this? My coworkers only came to say hi for a second, so I felt like I should just take them out potentially.
Okay. Sure. Yeah,
But
they're your
everybody else-
coworkers, man.
Everybody else should be in here.
Yeah, you're the one that's
Yeah.
gonna have to face him on Monday. So
And I tried to include like everybody that I saw even just pop in for a second. Are we cool with that too?
minus that coworker.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 coworkers. That's that's
Ooh.
how well liked I am at work.
Wow.
All right, I'm just
Ryan's
gonna
very
press
popular. at
spin
work.
on this thing then.
Here, I'll show the prototype again.
That's
Here
so
we
cool.
go. And the winner
Who
is
Who is it, Ryan? Ryan, who is it?
Josh Hess.
Josh,
Yes!
Josh,
Yes!
you in here, man? Well, we're ahead. We're in
Yeah,
the
we're
future.
ahead.
We
We
gotta
gotta
wait for
wait.
the react in the chat. You gotta let us know if you saw this in the chat. We're gonna have to get in contact with you, figure out where we're gonna ship this thing, man.
What about-
Which also reminds me, we gotta pick who wins Adam's art. So
Oh
I'll do
yeah.
that here in a second.
How was that one getting chosen? I
Josh?
don't remember. Same deal.
Josh?
Same thing. Random
Josh?
selection.
You here?
Josh. I'm like scrolling through the chat now too to make sure that I didn't like make up a name or something.
That's all right.
Josh Hess. They're atting him in the chat now.
Oh, Josh.
Barber says,
What's
Ryan, don't
Clay
lie.
your
You
reward?
paid us to watch. So they're still here.
He paid us to watch. Oh man.
He might not have sent a message. I might have gone into the participants thing and
Is he still
Copy
here?
him
Is there
in.
a way oh, he's here. He's here. Yeah, he
Oh.
responded. He
Hey!
said, there you go.
Hey, congrats, Josh.
All right.
The prototype is yours. Thanks again, Eli. Thanks again, Nate.
Oh, Ingrid's still here too. Hey, Ingrid. That's my coworker.
Okay.
He said you paid us to watch.
Ingrid, I assume you don't want the Dax skull.
He
Anyway.
took your name off.
So how do we make sure I can't like go to his profile or anything? Hey Josh,
Just DM
Yes.
us, I guess.
email us at mortalsandportals@gmail.com and we'll get your info. And we'll get that
Mortals and
sent to you.
Portals at
Ports and
Gmail.
also ports.
Got you, man. Sending it your way. All right. Should we roll to
Thank
see
you.
who wins the character art?
Be
Let's
rude
do
not
that.
to.
Let's do
Same thing, random thing.
Yep, same thing.
Okay.
And then we'll get in contact with Adam.
It should have
Alright.
taken Josh's name off of it too.
It did not, but
Oh,
You just spin again.
what are
I
the
guess,
odds
if
that it lands on him again? Am I right?
Or we roll
Rolling
the
away or spinning away. Do 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 do. Kirasu.
Kirasu!
Yay!
You want Adam to draw a fantasy character of yours? Let us know in the chat.
He's really good at it.
He
He's
is very good at it.
thank you guys.
Yeah, right. I like how we're in the future and we're just like waiting to see if
Heck yeah.
How are your peanut butter M&Ms?
yeah, all right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kirasu, they're really good. It's same thing, Kirasu. Email mortalsandportals@gmail.com.
awesome.
We'll get in
I've
touch
got
with you.
one in mind.
We'll-
I'm
we'll
excited
draw
to
what
hear more.
What you need.
Heck yeah.
Heck, yes. All right.
Let's do it.
So now that we got those giveaways taken care of, another announcement that we have is that our Discord, we have now opened up some public channels. So even if you're not a patron now, like
Yes.
hop on in. We got, so we have plenty of public channels on there. So one way you can find that right now is on our Reddit. I have a link to it in the top. But I will also drop that in the chat right now. Just invite you guys in so you can come hang out. And then we'll put up like a link tree on our Reddit and on Instagram too for anyone watching this in the future. But yeah, we just want to like hang out with you guys, connect some more. A lot of cool people in here. So yeah, just come on in, start looking at memes, talking Mortals and Portals and stuff like that. I'm gonna copy this
Absolutely.
link right now and throw it in this chat. There it is. If you want to hop on in.
Exciting.
Tell your friends, all the other Mortal and Portal heads that you know, that there's a Discord now, and we can all hang out. So yeah, like I said, I'll put up a post about that. And guys, we made it all the way through the agenda, and that just means we're just straight up hanging out now. So if you got questions or whatever,
Yeah.
we're here, we're chilling, and yeah, this was a ton of fun.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I definitely want to do this
for
again in the
being
future.
here.
We just really wanted
Absolutely.
to hang out with the community some more, and
Mhm.
thank you guys. And that's what
Mhm.
this is all
Yeah,
about.
someone mentioned
Yeah.
yearly live stream. I think this should definitely be a yearly thing. Maybe we
I
could
would even do it more if we
do
could.
a little we were talking about doing a or like a retreat where we would all
Oh,
like
yeah,
see each other sometime too. And I feel like if we
Yeah.
did a holiday one for that and did this all like together live, that would be a lot of fun.
That could be cool.
Yeah,
'cause
That'd be so much fun.
You've never met Joel or Adam, right?
No,
Never in person. Yeah.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah.
it
definitely
is so
is.
weird. I have to remind myself that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We all
What if the
live in
vibe was
different
totally
states
different?
currently. Yeah, except Joel and Adam live in the same state but different cities, and the rest of us are all in
Right.
different states.
Yeah. We're still like a couple hours apart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
then the
that-
PO box could definitely be a thing at that point. Will.
Actually, Joel, I was
Awesome.
in your city.
Dude, Roel
Last
says it's the
night.
best live
You
stream
didn't
you've ever
tell me?
seen. Thanks, man.
It was a private party.
We were
I
barely
couldn't
even
do that.
trying.
By the way, if you join the Discord, Roel has done a bunch of awesome fan art.
Yes.
That you
So much
gotta
fan
check
art.
out. We have a fan art channel.
So good. So good.
Does incredible work. We've posted some of it on like Reddit and Instagram, but I'm pretty sure there's even more. in there, and I always love seeing that. That stuff always pumps me up.
I feel like he's gunning for my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff.
Well, it's whenever you decide, or whenever we decide to kick you out, then we're just training a replacement.
Yeah,
We're training role.
Yeah, we
I'm
already took the
scared because
resumes.
that's my main contribution to this group. So
Elizabeth says this is the only live stream she's ever watched. Thank you. We are honored.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Yes, thanks.
We salute you.
And then yeah, so if you join the Patreon Discord, or sorry, it's not a Patreon Discord.
The regular
anymore.
Discord. No?
If you
There's
join
some
the
patron only
Discord,
channels and stuff, but
you'll get to see Blonde Swanson's incredible memery. He's like he's the meme lord.
we've pretty
And-
much made a new channel just because of him, where you can like archive memes. So there's
Yep.
plenty that are like throughout the old channels that you could probably dig up and find. But now we wanted to set aside a special channel you can go into and search by image and just find like memes. So
Yeah, there's
there's another thing
it's
I
good
really
stuff.
appreciate about the community is that's another thing people take time out of their day to do.
Yeah.
To draw, make art, and memes and stuff like that is cool to see. So keep it coming.
absolutely.
Dude, Daniel Kazi has never watched live stream either, and he put this on his calendar. Dude, thanks for showing up. We were definitely
Wow,
nervous
yes.
that like no one would show up.
Mhm.
Very
It would just be
excited.
us talking to each other. Really helps. Way less
Just do a
awkward.
Q&A
'cause
with
we don't
ourselves.
actually like talking to each other, so like having other people here like helps a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when people
Yeah.
ask if we're the same on the podcast in real life, we hate each other in real life.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually like a really toxic situation where we're constantly
Hard
yelling at each
fight.
other.
Yeah, Zach's way more abusive than he comes off.
Yeah.
Like those shut up.
it
at the
exhausts
end,
me to pretend like I don't hate them right now. It's like
Yeah.
taking every ounce of energy I have
Yeah.
to do that.
The
so.
shut ups is uncensored, Zach.
Yeah, I don't
Send
cry
another
anymore,
Discord
but the
link.
first like 15 episodes, I'd cry.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the link in there either, Zach. I don't know where you put it, but
Yeah, I didn't see
I
it
just
either.
dropped it again in the chat.
in the YouTube chat,
I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
in the YouTube chat.
I haven't seen
I
it.
just did it again.
Are you sure you're not
really?
putting it in the comments versus the chat?
I'm putting it in the chat. Does my chat not show up in here?
I don't know because I haven't seen you put anything
Yeah.
in there since you said.
That's weird. I can see it right now on my screen. Maybe can someone else drop it in
I
there?
wonder if it
Like,
auto moderates links.
Oh.
Oh, that could be.
Can you try it, Joel? Because you're hosting it. Maybe you can do it from the.
I can sure try.
Man, give it a shot, man. You should be able to post your own link. That's so strange. Yeah, it's weird. I can see it on mine. While Joel's figuring that out, if you go to our Reddit, at the top, there's like posts, Patreon, Instagram, Discord. If you click Discord, it's a link to the Discord. And then, like I said, I want to get up a link tree and put it on Instagram and Reddit and stuff like that.
Maybe we'll make sure it's in the description of this video once it gets like uploaded.
Yeah, for sure.
As, like, a- Regular video too.
Yeah, I think Joel could slap it in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
While we're working on that, like I said, we're still hanging out. If you have any other questions and stuff, you can drop that in there. Okay, here we go. We got one from Z3DT. Zach, we talk about your experience as a GM a lot, but what is your favorite PC that you've played? That's a fun one. Taryn GM'd like a really cool 5e campaign that unfortunately starting the podcast like ended that because we don't have time for like multiple in a row, but he was like crafting this super awesome story, and I had two characters in there that I really liked. One was like just a blatant ripoff of like a Jedi, like Luke Skywalker, Cal Kestis type thing, and I made a paladin and like took a bunch of feats and stuff to basically make him a Jedi, like mage hand for force and like stuff that would do push, and his smite was like a lightsaber and like all this stuff. Had a ton of fun with that guy. All right, there you go. You should see the link to the Discord now. And then he ended up dying, and then we were still going to do stuff with him in the future, like bring him back kind of thing. But in the meantime, I made a guy that was like this kid. He had a kid's body, but his mind was like went into this other realm where he like lived in his mind for a while. So like mentally he was like very old and really smart, but he was in a kid's body. So he acted like an adult but looked like a kid, and it always just like rubbed everybody the wrong way because he thought he was smarter than everyone. And I think I'm smarter than everyone, you know? So I just like talking to people like the way I like to in real life and just be super disrespectful. So that's what I did as this character. Super fun. Someone said, Zach, can we get one last erupts? Okay. Yeah, man, this stream has just erupted.
There it is.
There it is.
I really loved it.
He did it. He
Yeah,
said
I
the
didn't
thing,
explosion
guys.
sound
He
effect.
said it.
Since we don't have a question yet, I've wanted to share this story because I think it's a great D&D tabletop RPG in general experience. That Joel's a part of this one. Our first group playing, Joel and I we're still very much new to D&D and understanding just the rules and everything. And our party kind of split up, and we're trying to infiltrate this literal party in the game.
Oh yeah.
And some of the one half were trying to be sneaky and get in, and then Joel, myself, and this was he a halfling bard?
I
Named
genuinely
Flame
don't
Bard.
remember.
We're going to try to infiltrate the party as a magician act. So it was the bard was the magician, and we were his assistants in a
Yep.
world where magic is very known. So it's like hiring a magician in a world. Anyways, so we convinced the guard to let us in. We get set up, but again, Joel and I don't know a lot. So the DM gave us 5 minutes to discuss our act, and Joel and I was a monk and you were a ranger, I think, just turned to Flame Bard and we're like, all right, what are we doing? And he's like, okay, well, I could like light someone on fire and I could do this and I could do that. And we're just letting him rattle all this off, assuming he's got a plan for all, the aftermath of all this stuff.
Yeah.
So the moment comes, our show begins. He gets a volunteer from the crowd and sets this old dude on fire. And we look at him like, all right, put him out. And he goes, and for my next trick. And that was the moment Joel and I realized that this was going off the rails. And so like I tried to save the guy, but it was too late. He died. And I think a couple more people died, and we're like, what are you doing? And the whole thing ended up with him throwing a bag of gold into the air and using what spell? Shrapnel?
Something like
Or
that.
something
I don't
like
remember
that.
what the name of the spell is, but it makes it
He
explode.
basically just exploded a grenade, and the DM rolled a
Kills most
percentage die and killed like 85% of the
That's
people.
full
my
murder
God.
hobo, dude. Murder
Yeah.
hobo.
Like straight up killed most of the room because he didn't like read the area of effect of the spell. He's like,
Yeah,
oh, I just
That's
wanted
the classic.
to like
That's the
explode in there.
classic GM being like, "Are you sure that's what you want to do?" And you're like, "Yeah." What's the
Exactly.
big deal? Like, okay,
So-
you just created a grenade.
We were all arrested. Joel and I talked our way out of it, but he got executed.
He straight up died for that.
It was
yeah.
crazy.
That's
It was
fair.
crazy.
That's
I've
fair.
been wanting to
I
share that
sided
story
with
for a
you.
while. So
I
that's
remember
my
you telling me
story.
that before I even knew like what D&D was. I was like, "What are you talking about?" But it
That'll
sounded
forever
awesome.
be one of my favorites.
I'm gonna power
Just the
through a
moment
couple
of panic.
questions that are popping up here. Someone asked who our favorite PC was again, or my favorite PC. I mentioned it earlier, but I'd probably be Waltz just because I think I'd want to play him the most. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun. And then Z3DT asked, what would need to happen to get a video recorded in-person episode of Morts and Ports? And someone said plane tickets. You are correct. We are having plans to get together, maybe like in the spring or something, and we would like to maybe do some sort of like video blog or maybe record the episode and then like take snippets of you to show you like what it looks like at the table and just kind of
Yeah.
what the vibe is. So we definitely want to do something like that. That would be super fun.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. I'm
Ooh,
looking
that's a
at these
good
other
question
questions.
by Eric.
Blonde Swanson said he tuned out for a second and was trying to figure out why an
That's
old man
why-
was on fire.
I know a lot of people tune out on my stories. I get it. I'm just, he said he
Question
also
for
figured out why I
everyone.
did so bad on trivia.
Question for everyone. Do you guys like to roleplay exaggeration of your personalities or the complete opposite of your personality better?
Mm.
Kick it over to you guys, man.
Hmm.
You've been asked a question. What do you do?
Right.
I think it's
What
easier
I do,
to
roll dice?
start emulating yourself.
Yeah.
But once you get more familiar with a character or just the game in general, I think it's fun to do something different. Attempt to be someone else,
Right. I mean, I would agree with that. I'm not as good at playing somebody that I'm like. I would have a hard time playing like a charismatic ladies' man because that just it wouldn't work. It would feel very forced.
Hey, you got your wife, man. That's all you needed.
I'm
you already
saying.
did it. You already nat
Right?
20.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You're a lady man.
I know, like when I make
Wait.
players, I like to emulate like characters I like in
Yeah.
media.
For sure.
Yeah, and I
Um,
do that too.
It's mostly
Yeah.
what it is. It's not necessarily. I mean, it's easy if some of your personality overlaps. Like for a while, it was a joke in our old campaign. Maybe even in Mortals and Portals, where all my NPCs were just like me.
Basically, they're all like
Yeah.
snarky and like just being rude and whatever. So it's easier when there's overlay, but I usually like, oh, I want to be like a Jedi, or I want to be like I don't know, like Taryn's made like Wolverine-esque, Punisher-esque characters, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Things like that are fun.
Yeah, that's a good way of
Mhm.
putting it, because I definitely think of more like in the perspective of whatever character I'm kind of making my character, kind of how would they react, how would they talk, what would they think, and then over time, like they kind of create their own personality, like I was kind of saying earlier. So I don't know, but I'm sure like our own personalities definitely carry over to some extent.
Right.
What
Absolutely.
about you, Ryan?
Yeah, emulating I feel like is what I had to do a lot of too. And like Zach said, you always I feel like inject part of yourself into any character anyway. Especially like when it comes to like jokes and stuff like that. I feel like it's hard to not just make jokes that you think are funny. So
For
I've
sure.
definitely said this a lot before about you, Ryan, but like you're like probably the funniest one in our group. And
Yeah,
when
Ryan's
you made when you made Rio,
Oh, yeah.
like
Don't shake your
character-wise,
head,
he
you know.
was character-wise, Rio was limited in like what would make sense for him to do humor-wise, and I just think you deserve massive props for like the way you're able to insert humor in a way that didn't like undermine the character, but still just like added so much life to him. I thought that was just awesome.
Yeah.
well, thanks. But yeah, you guys always say that, and I feel like you guys make me laugh way more than I think I do funny stuff. So I do not feel that way at all.
Your humor goes across so many different platforms, though. The way you text, the way you talk, like just I don't know.
Yeah, like you're really funny to like look at and stuff. Is kind of like what you're getting at.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
looks
just-
and everything.
Just showing us
you're
your
really funny
face.
looking. Yeah.
You test new waters a lot. You try a
Like
lot.
it's
of
funny.
things,
It's like funny that you like think you're funny. I guess is what we're like getting at.
Oh, I was just about to compliment Zach actually, but maybe now I won't.
Yeah. Don't worry.
But actually, Zach, like anytime he talks, he just like reads like a stand-up comic or something like that to me. Like
Yeah,
any
yeah,
story or like anything he tells, just like to me sounds like it could be a stand-up routine.
Yeah. Oh, Zach would be a fantastic stand-up comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was telling Ryan the reason I can't do that. Also, I'm not like funny enough, but the main reason is like if I tell someone that if I say something that he thinks sounds like a stand-up comedian act, it's because like in the moment I'm like that passionate about it, and like stand-up comedians just walk up on stage and like recreate that energy, and I just wouldn't be able to.
Sure.
Someone just asked, what does Sindor sound like without editing? So I'm gonna try and think of a line that he says. What is
I will crush
Oh.
everything you represent.
Oh yeah. I will crush you and everything you represent. Or
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
is
No, that's
this Digby's crew? And then we just go in and drop the pitch 10%,
yep.
and then
10%
put a little
and
reverb
put
on it.
reverb on it. That's it.
Yeah, that's what he
That
sounds
should
like.
be on a shirt. Drop it 10% and put some reverb
Drop
on it.
the drop the pitch 10%, throw some reverb on it,
Bars.
slap that reverb. I just thought of that meme where they like slap that thing on the water
Yeah.
tank. And it's just like,
Yeah.
drop the pitch 10%.
That'll be in the
The
meme
flex
archive
seal, yeah.
soon, I'm sure.
That's
Slap some
Juan
reverb
Saunders
on
gonna
it.
be all over
Do you have Arcanor
let's
stats?
see. I do not have Arcanor stats. So the whole thing about the Arcanor is that like you could create some spell you wouldn't normally be able to create if you're like this savvy, powerful magic user. So it's not so much stat driven; it's more just like what do you want this to do, and then can you have a ley line like fuel it? So if you were gonna do something like that in your setting, it would basically just be like, what crazy magical phenomenon do you want this thing to be able to power? Yeah, it's not necessarily stat driven. Keldora setting guide win. Wow, I would love to do that. And like I've showed you guys like a prototype of like a website kind of idea I had, where it's basically like a lore database. So it wasn't like a setting guide. It was just like everything. Like every character was in it. Every location, pivotal event, just stuff like that. And it's something I've been chipping away on it, but it's just like, I think we'd all agree we don't have, it's like this podcast does take a decent amount of our time because we all
Yeah.
have like full-time jobs, families, like some
that.
of you are like have a job and in school, have kids, like stuff like that. So it's just like editing the episodes and making sure we have time to do the session and make our Patreon content takes about as much time as we can spare. But if we ever get to a point where we're like, this is
Yeah, just
viable enough
keep
that we can put
supporting
more
us
time.
and force us to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if we ever get to a point where like time wise and everything, it's like viable, I would
love to do that because that's like
Mhm.
I would just love
Yeah,
to share
same.
that.
I'd love to
yeah.
kind of tied with that. I'd love to do more artwork for just everything.
That's
It'd be
called a
sweet
wiki,
to-
Zach. Yeah, it is. It is basically a wiki Z3DT. Yeah, that's essentially what I was making. And I've seen he made a setting guide for his campaign. He actually has a podcast coming out too, and we'll be sure to shout that out when that goes live, my man. But he let me get a glimpse of his setting guide or a player's guide, and it was incredible. It had like awesome formatting and stuff. So if I ever do that, I'll probably reach out to him and just get some advice on that. Another question is, what's y'all's favorite video game to play?
Mm.
Let's see. I don't play video games so much anymore. Because I get mad at them because I'm a cranky old man. Basically, I'm like, this isn't perfect, or why is there a bug, kind of thing. Because like I tried to do Starfield and I was like, I'm bored. Too many quests, too much work. So I usually like something I can hop in and just play with a friend really quick. Like I know Taryn and I went on like a Warzone spree for a while. Lately, I've been playing a little bit of Madden, even though I hate Madden, but I just want to play an NFL game, and it's the only option. Somebody
Wait, what
fix
about
this.
the emulator one? Is that still?
My computer's not good enough to run it, man.
Oh, lame.
It's like on fire, and like the frame rate's like awful. What about you
That's
guys? Though?
disappointing.
My TV's on fire.
I think the best video game I have memories of was like Modern Warfare 2. Because
Oh,
me
yeah.
and Zach also played that
Yeah.
like competitively. So we were in high school when you had all the time in the world and you get like a snow day or something. We could just play forever. And that's when like MLG was coming out with like game battles. And so we would always play it so seriously with like our
There was one time there was like a snow week, and I
Yeah.
remember I bought like one of those massive like towers of goldfish, and I had like one of those like rocker game chairs, and I
Oh,
just set this
dude.
thing like next to me because back when you're like 15, your body could run like simply on just like trash goldfish and like run at peak efficiency. So I was just like
Yeah.
shoveling goldfish in my mouth. I'm like, there's a guy, he's on bomb, just shoving goldfish. Awesome.
Z3DT, I think it would be awesome to be able to play games like that. Not all of us have PC though. That makes it
Yeah.
tougher.
That does
Yeah.
make it tricky. We're limited to cross-platform, unfortunately.
Yeah, and on WoW was Terran, I think, right?
That would
yeah,
be a ton of
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Though.
I've been back into Season of Discovery. So I loved classic WoW and like the Burning Crusade. And they just released Season of Discovery where they give you runes and so you can play your character with a little bit more like customization. They can be a little bit more dynamic. So I've been playing that, and they're releasing new content with that. So like right now it goes up to like level 25, which is cool. So it's not just like a race from like 1 to 60.
Right.
So it kind of slows it down. You get to experience the whole game, and then they'll re-release it in segments, changing things as it comes out with like the new phases and everything.
Interesting.
So yeah.
My sister really wants us to play Fall Guys. She always suggests it to me. That's
Fall
something
Guys
that we
is
actually
fun.
could because it
We
is
should do that.
cross-platform.
Yeah, we could do that.
Fall Guys
Yeah.
is fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to answer 3 more questions. So the first 3 questions that are in there, we'll answer those. And then I know we all have other stuff we got to get to today, unfortunately, because unfortunately we can't spend all our time doing Pathfinder and all this stuff. So
Be nice.
really appreciate you guys coming out.
I
3
wish.
more questions. And we're just going to go in order that we get them. Let's see. Have you guys heard of there's a heart in the way. I can't read it. Have
The
you guys
finals.
Heard of the finals that came out yesterday or something? What is
Never
that?
heard of it.
Is that a video game?
Yeah, I don't know. I've not heard of it.
Let's look it
Tia
up.
Blonde Swanson.
See you, Blonde.
Blonde Swanson rearranged his schedule for this today. He said he was
Dang.
yeah, he was
Oh.
like, I got to clear my schedule.
Wow,
man.
thanks,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Cilantro,
Have a good
big
one, man.
nay, biggest nay. Cilantro is the
Oh,
worst.
like they cilantro. I love cilantro, man.
Cilantro nay.
Cilantro's good.
You don't like
I
cilantro?
mean,
like it more now.
I don't overdo it. You got to be
Tastes
light
like
on the
soap.
cilantro.
Very
Yeah.
subtle.
Tastes like
Some
soap.
people
Cilantro
do.
tastes like soap.
Yep.
There's
taste
it's a
cilantro,
it's
yeah.
legitimately a thing. It's either
It's a
it
medical
tastes like soap or not.
Yeah, it is.
I have a deviated septum.
But yeah,
Naro?
I hate cilantro.
That was.
Must have released. It released 2 days ago. The final state. It's like a first-person shooter with a destructible.
HMO2
environment.
just said, yeah, it's a shooter that came out a couple days ago.
Oh, you know.
I
what it
wanted
is,
to
Aaron?
try like Payday with you guys. I thought that'd be fun.
Oh, that could be
But
fun.
like again, I'm just so lazy. I read it and it's like there's a learning curve, and I'm like, I don't got.
How many people
I don't
can
got
play
time.
that at once?
I don't know.
I think we all could have played it.
Oh, can we? Because yes, it's hard sometimes too. Is there's a lot of like 3-person or 4-person like team stuff, but sometimes it's hard with 5.
Mm-hmm.
We should do Overcooked.
Overcooked would be great, but that too, I don't think you can do 5 people.
Dang
you can
it,
only do
we'd be
max.
You know
screaming
what?
at
I
each
got a
other.
question. I got a question for people here. Just no explanation needed. If you know the name or the number of your favorite episode, just throw it in the chat right now. I'm just curious if you have a favorite episode. It'd be fun to see. And then I thought that was a question for us. Eric was like, "HMO, what do you play on?" Like,
Oh, I was like, what's HMO mean?
HMO to you fools.
Fly, you
I
fools.
think that's like a healthcare thing, right?
Oh, right.
What's your guys' favorite episode? Honestly, like everyone here
Oh,
personally.
man.
Ryu Origins Part 1 and 2. It's a tie.
Yeah, those are fun. That was a lot of fun. It was
Hey,
Z3DT
let's
like
go.
Origin Jewels, Sea Shanty.
That's
That was
probably my answer too.
when we made that one, we were like, that was a ton of fun. Like before we even edited it, we're like, it's gonna be one of our favorites. And the
That was a
music
fun
just
one.
sent that into the next level.
Like
dude.
I know it's a
Ryan went hard on
huge
that one.
bummer of an episode, but I think
And
6
Adam.
might be my favorite. Well, it's up there anyway.
Like I said, I haven't listened yet, but I'm sure episode 1 is good. That was good. That was a fun one. The birth of Digsby, who, like I've said before, was never supposed to be anything. I just needed a guy to like have no information so they couldn't just like get a lore dump and they had to communicate with each other, and had like just kind of some humor to break up the tension. And the only character trait I gave him was he will offer you apples and then ask for money without telling you up front that they cost that, and that it became Digsby.
Oh,
So Jules' Origin, that's another one. Keep saying that. That's a good one. Yeah, Jules' Origin is definitely up there for me. I also loved episode 27, mostly because I pushed Joel and Taryn to the absolute brink of like giving them absolutely nothing to work with, and they had to like figure out how to deal with Sindor coming with like
Rough.
no rest.
yep.
Mhm.
Oh
was-
man,
Yeah, it was
that
fun.
was such a
rough.
fun one. And I love Taryn's like effects editing with the like Arcanor dropping and then breaking and then boom, and then Ryan's like triumphant music that like builds up when they do it, and Dax's one liner of like Digsby's crew never left, and then throws it in. That's a fun one. And I also love episode 24, Geldir v Waltz, just because of like the music for that one, and just I love Geldir Waltz dynamic, super fun.
Dude, I love all the love for the shanty.
Yeah, a lot of love for the shanty, which we recorded
Yeah, we
like
gotta throw that
way
up.
long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ryan made that himself before we even
Yeah.
were a podcast. The original vocals were
Yeah.
him, and
I was,
then,
like, ready
we
to
swapped
go.
out lead.
I was
Yeah,
ready to go
Danielle.
like first recording.
I went to go visit.
Whiskey and Geldir.
Danielle, see you later. Thanks for stopping by.
I remember I went to go to Wisconsin. I think it was, I don't remember which trip it was, but I was riding around with Ryan, and he always like throws on music that he's been making. He makes metal music. He makes all these different kinds of like
Ryan's super
genres
talented.
and everything. Very talented. Anyways, he like showed me that shanty, and I didn't like believe that it was like his vocals. He's like, "No, yeah, that's me." And I was like, "What?" It was mind blowing to me. He's like,
Thanks,
"Yeah, my
dog.
dad didn't believe it either or anything." And I was like, "Dude, yeah, this is insane."
I've
Yeah.
listened to the shanty a bunch. Like my wife's like, "Are you listening to that shanty again?" And I'll just be like in the other room, like, "What? No. Why would I? No." Super funny. Yeah, I love Whisk and Glorm. Whisk and Glorm are another example of Terran creating characters on his own, basically, like Benjamin
Yep.
and Geldir. Like that's just Waltz walking around talking to people, sparing
Right.
their lives. I really thought Whisk and Glorm were gonna die. Like I thought like Ryu would jump
I
out
love
and kill
them.
him if he found out they were goblins. And yeah, now we got Whisk and Glorm. Yeah, Whisk and Glorm. And they're a ton of fun to play because I always love how all their vocals are like paired together. Like I say a comment with Glorm and then Whisk comes in
Yeah.
trailing. Like it's just super fun to kind of be both of them. But switching back between like Goblin and like really high pitched, like if I talk about him a lot in an episode, it really kind of like strains my throat a bit, but super
Right.
fun. All right, guys. I think that is where we're gonna end our session. I'm gonna tell the crew to shut up.
Hey.
But I just want to say thank you to everyone that attended. This turned out like way better than I could have imagined. I really appreciate the
This was
support,
great.
just seeing you guys, hearing from you. Anyone that emailed us about the prizes, we're gonna get back to you. Make sure you get that stuff. Z3DT, we'll make sure you get that merch, man. And yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up. Really can't say enough
Absolutely.
about the community. The only reason we still exist is because of you guys listening, recommending. You guys are seriously carrying us. Because like we can make all the content we want, we can go around trying to promote it ourselves, but at the end of the day, it's really just you guys, word of mouth, consistent support, feedback, all that stuff that makes the show grow. Can't do it on our own.
So really, just thank you for allowing us to create this stuff and experience this together. We've had a ton of fun, and getting to know you all has been like super rewarding. So really, really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you next time, mortals. Everyone say bye. You guys can say bye.
Bye.
You can-
Okay, bye.
Say
Ding
bye.
dong,
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming.
ding dong,
Merry Christmas.
ding
Merry
dong.
Christmas.
Alright.
Diddle-ding-ding.
See